Hello, hello, hello. This is Irony Boxing coming through with my 20th live. We are going to talk about this thing called boxing. Um, First and foremost, God bless every single one of you. I hope everyone's having a great day, afternoon, evening, whatever the case may be. Hmm? We're going to talk about this thing called boxing. Um, and we're going to continue our list of most one sided fights in boxing history, right? We last live did a group of 10. I'm used to doing a group of 20, but um, yeah, we did 10 on the last live, so we're gonna do 10 more today. Okay. So yeah, let's go right into it, shall we? Let's see. So why don't we do a quick rundown first, right? Of the 30 one-sided fights that we have thus far, and then I'll present to you the new group of 10. I got a treat for y'all today. Okay. So we start with Manny Pacquiao versus David Diaz. Okay. We've well, actually, let me just put the images up, right? Give me a second. Um, Here it is. Pacquiao versus David Diaz. Okay. This is our first one. Again, this is in no particular order or anything like that. Okay. We follow that up with the monster Naoya Inoue versus Paul Butler. Okay. As one-sided can get this fight. We follow that up with, oh my goodness, Muhammad Ali versus Cleveland Williams. If you haven't seen this fight, please go back and watch it. This is the master class of the master Muhammad Ali. Okay? Greatest performance of his career, even though I'm sure that's debatable, but good God Almighty. And we follow that up with Roy Jones Jr. versus Richard Hall. That stare down was the most competitive part of the whole fight. Oh man, Roy Jones Jr. just had his way with Mr. Hall there. I felt bad for the dude. We follow that up with Manny Pacquiao's destruction of the man that has casts in his hands, Mr. Antonia Margarita. Okay, an absolute glorious fight to watch. Look at that eye, for God's sakes. That pretty much says it all, right? Um, we follow that up with, yeah, hard fight to watch for me, which is Floyd Money Mayweather versus Arturo Thunder Gotti. Real hard one to watch, to be honest. We follow that up with Terence Bud Crawford's annihilation of Errol the Truth Spence. Okay. We follow that up with Miguel Junito Cotto's destruction of Alfonso Gomez. Okay. We follow that up with Vasily Loma, High Tech, The Matrix, Lomachenko, annihilation and outclassing. Eventually made him quit in the stool of a very hard puncher, Nicholas the Axeman Walters. Okay. Mind you, Nicholas Walters there to your right has a KO win over Nonito Donaire. Okay. And another KO win over Victor Chinian. You follow that up with my boy, Joe Calzaghe, the Pride of Wales, the Italian Stallion, the Italian Dragon. He goes by many names. Destruction of Jeff Left Hook Lacey. There it is, front and center. All right. We follow that up with Andre SOG Ward's annihilation of Chad Dawson in my opinion, the best performance of his career. Okay. We follow that up with the Golden Boy, Oscar de la Hoya's destruction of Arturo Thunder Gotti. Another rough one to watch. We follow that up with Carl the Cobra Froch annihilation of Lucien Bute. Okay. We follow that up with Felix Tito Trinidad's annihilation of William Joppy. It's worth noting that this is Tito's first fight at 160. Okay. Eventually, he fought Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones Jr., Ricky Wright. We all know how that went down, but this one was unbelievable performance by my boy. Okay. We follow that up with, in my opinion, is Marco Antonio Barrera's best performance of his career against Nassim Hamed. Okay, that pretty much says it all right there. We follow that up with, oh boy, yeah, that's a bad one too. My, excuse me, my second favorite heavyweight of all time, the Eastern Assassin, Mr. Larry Holmes. Annihilation of Marvis Frazier, Smoking Joe Frazier's kid. Okay, there it is right there. Following that up with, oh yeah, George Foreman's annihilation of Mr. Ken Norton. A bad one right there as well. Just couldn't hang with him, man. Just a horrible matchup, you know. They fight 100 times, George wins 101 times. Shout out to Ken Norton, man, true warrior. We follow that up with Saúl Canelo Álvarez destruction of Alfredo El Perro Angulo. Okay, there it is right there. That was pretty much the whole fight right there. Following that up with Nicolino El Intocable, the untouchable Loche to your left. Just absolute outclassing masterclass of Takeshi Paul Fuji to your right there, a feared knockout artist at the time. One of the most amazing displays of defensive boxing you will ever see right there. Nicolino Loche versus Takeshi Fuji. And to round up the first group of 20, we have James Lights Out Tony, annihilation of Iran the Blade Barkley, right there. In my opinion, James Toney, best performance of his career, even though I'm sure that's debatable, but this mine right here. Right. There we go. So that rounds up our first group of 20. What the heck happened? What the heck? I'm sorry. Okay, so that was our first group of 20. And like I said, we did a first group of 10. We're going to round that up with, first one is Joe Louis Revenge of Max Schmeling 2. Okay. Amazing performance by the Brown Bomber, Mr. Joe Louis, one of the greatest heavyweights, one of the greatest boxers, period, of all time. There we go. Let's put some background music, shall we, or something like that? I don't know. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We follow that up with Devin the Dream Haney's absolute masterclass of a performance over Regis Prograis. Okay, that pretty much says it right there as well. You know what? Let me put the link in if anybody wants to jump in. Let me pin this thing. Okie doke. Okay, Devin the Dream Haney's outclassing of Regis Prograis. We follow that up with Manny the Pac-Man Pacquiao's outclassing badly of the Golden Boy Oscar de la Hoya. Okay, that pretty much says it right there. After that, we go with Alexander Usyk versus Daniel Dubois 2. Okay, very one-sided fight. They made a whole thing about that controversial body shot / low blow of the first fight, and Usyk just went out there with a vengeance, and that's how it ended up right there. Shout out to Daniel Triple D Dubois right there. We follow that up with the hardest fight to watch, in my opinion, in boxing history, which is the Manassa Mauler right there to your right, Mr. Jack Dempsey, one of the most legendary boxers of all time, versus Jess Willard. I mean, this was, man, Jesus Christ, this was awful. I remember my father showed me this fight when I was a kid, and I was just horrified at what I saw, you know. And there, you see right there, like the referee's counting, and Jack Dempsey's right there waiting to just pounce on the dude, man. Yeah, really hard fight to watch. After that, we have, oh yeah, the What's My Name fight, you know, Muhammad Ali versus Ernie Terrell. There it is, right there. Right there to your right, that's where he says, "What's my name? What's my name?" Amazing performance by Muhammad Ali. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We follow that up with, yep, Floyd Money May. I think he was Money by this time. Yeah, I think so. Floyd Money Mayweather versus Juan Manuel Dinamita Marquez. I never thought it was gonna be as one-sided as it was, but then again, this is Floyd Mayweather, so you know, anything is possible. Unbelievable performance. Right there. Marcus couldn't do anything to Floyd. It was unreal, to be honest with you. We follow that up with King Arthur Beterbiev there to your left. Absolute one-sided beatdown of the common man, Joe Smith Jr. I got a lot of love for Joe Smith Jr. He ended B-Hop. He, as blue-collar boxer as you can find, the tree cutter from Long Island, as they call him, you know, but sadly, you know, he got the, you know, obviously, he got to face, you know, Dimitri Bivol and Zurdo Ramirez and Arthur Beterbiev and came up short, but, you know, he fought the who's who. You know, you got to give him his just due, for sure. You follow that up with a glorious fight. I can watch this fight any day of the week and twice on Sunday. And this is Oscar de la Hoya, the Golden Boy's absolute ass. Just comprehensive ass whooping of Ricardo El Matador Mayorga. Okay. Right there. That was in the first round, I think. He came within an eyelash of cleaning him in the first round, but he wanted to punish him, so he did. There it is. And we round things up with Roy Jones. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, this is Roy Jones Jr.'s best performance of his career. Some may say it's Richard Hall. Some may say some may even say it's James Toney. I disagree wholeheartedly. Some may say it's Virgil Hill, Lou Del Valle, Clinton Wood. There's a bunch of them. Montel Griffin too is a good one, but this is mine right here. This is my best performance of his career right there. Vinny Paz. You know, Vinny Pacienza was a tough cookie. He, you know, loved to get an opponent's head and showboat, and Roy wasn't having it, that, you know. And there it is right there, the conclusion of the fight for yours truly. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Oh man. One more time. Wham, bam, wham, 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 wham. Yep. Unbelievable, Roy Jones Jr. Unbelievable, um, Captain Hook. Okay. All right, we go to the new group of 20 now. And we are going to start with Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez versus Chris Billam Smith. Now, I am a fan of both of them. I do like Chris Billam Smith a lot. The gentleman, as his nickname is. He tried his hardest. He put on a brave, hard performance. He got his ass handed to him, man. Like Zurdo was not to be denied in that fight. He just couldn't deal with the volume punching of Zurdo. He couldn't, you know. And yeah, one of the most one-sided fights in recent memory for me. I've said it before, as high as I am on Jayo Petaya, my boy right here in my avatar, if that Zurdo shows up, all bets are off. Okay? All bets are off. We follow that up with, oh yes, a glorious fight in every sense of the word. Sugar Shane Mosley's annihilation of Antonia. I got cast in my hands, Margarita. Okay, wham, right there. I got another one just for good measure. Wham. Referee trying to save Margarita's life. Okay. We follow that up with Sugar Ray Leonard's demolition of Dave Boy Green. One-sided fight. I mean, we're talking about a guy that faced the who's who from Roberto Duran, Wilfred Benitez, Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler, all the way up to Donny Lalonde, Hector Camacho, you name it, right? One of the greatest fighters in boxing history. A lot of people have this guy as their GOAT. I'm not mad at that at all. You know, just a bad knockout. A one-sided ass whooping in every sense of the word. And that's all she wrote right there with the left hook from hell. Okay. We follow that up with, oh boy. Yep, you already know, right? You already know. This is Big George Foreman, my favorite heavyweight of all time. Big George Foreman versus Smoking Joe Frazier. One of the most one-sided fights in history. A very hard fight to watch. Spoiler alert, the second one is next. Here's a few images just to drive the point home. Just the worst matchup possible. You know, the worst matchup possible. Frazier couldn't deal with Foreman's power at all. There it is. He got him up off the floor with a body shot. That's how bad that was. You know. And there's another one right there. I do love me some Smoking Joe Frazier, and shout out to him for sure. An all-time great warrior, has a win over Muhammad Ali, you know. Prime Ali, that is. And there it is, Foreman versus Frazier 2. It was almost the exact same fight, to be honest with you. And yeah, I fell for Mr. Frazier for sure. Just a bad one, real bad one. Okay, so we follow that up with Miguel Junito Cotto versus Paulie the Magic Man Malignaggi. I got a lot of love for Paulie Malignaggi, both as a man and as a fighter. Just wasn't your night, buddy. Miguel Cotto, he showed some steel square balls in that fight. Malignaggi did, because this is prime Cotto, bro. This is assassin Cotto. and he actually broke his orbital bone. And Paulie just kept fighting his heart out, bro. Can't say enough great things about Paulie Malignaggi, you know. There it is right there. Some heart he showed, bro. My goodness. Wow. We follow that up with, yes, Terence Bud Crawford's annihilation of Jeff Horn. I call him the MMA fighter because he was dirty as holy hell. He came in out of a so-called Pacquiao win. The plan was to do Crawford versus Pacquiao, but, you know, they gave it to Jeff Horn. So what are you going to do? This is what you're going to do. There we go. Another one just for good measure, right? Okay, 7. Okay, so we follow that up with Vasily Lomachenko's one-sided beatdown of Jason Sosa. Okay, this was famously the fight where Loma did the bull and the matador type thing. Show it to you in a second. Right there. And that was right after Sosa did some shit to him, okay? So just in case you're thinking what you're thinking, don't. We follow that up with Iron Mike Tyson's just complete wrecking of Michael Spinks. I never liked any of the Spinks personally. The anthem was longer than the fight, and this was a fight heralded. They heralded Spinks as the one that could beat Iron Mike, and we all know how that went down. So, like I said, the anthem was longer than the fight. That's all you need to know. Right there. Okay. Just to drive the point home, you know. And we round things up with Ken Norton's annihilation of Dwayne Bobick. Okay. This was a fight that really had no business being made. They were trying to space shuttle Dwayne Bobick to the top, and went really badly for him, you know. What a tragic ending for that man. I'm gonna do a show on him for sure. There's another one right there, and there it is. Okay. That's what we got right there. All right, so that rounds up our well, we're up to 40 now. 40 most one-sided fights in boxing history. So let's see, what do we got as far as the news? Sorry. Chris Eubank Jr. expresses dissatisfaction with his contract for Benn rematch. What? He made clear during his appearance on Inside the Ring on Monday that he's unhappy with certain terms in his contract for their second fight. They are scheduled to box again on November 15. Again at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, right? No Wembley? Okay, whatever. Eubank beat Benn by unanimous decision. Yeah, back in April 26 in a very good fight. Eubank is 36 and Benn is 29, of course. Conor Benn's a chump. Um, Part of that 2-bout agreement was a rehydration clause that prohibits either fighter from weighing more than 170 pounds, 10 above the contracted limit, at second day weigh-ins the morning of their fights. Eubank expressed his discontent with the rehydration cap both before and after their first fight. Ben Shalom, Eubank's promoter, has repeatedly deemed rehydration clauses unsafe and called for such restrictions to be eliminated from boxing. Though he brought up the topic, Eubank wouldn't specify which contractual terms haven't satisfied him as the rematch nears. These are not easy waters to navigate, Eubank said. You know, the final contract for this fight hasn't actually even been fully agreed on. So, you know, there's still a few things that we're going to try and smooth out and make right. Okay. All right. We shall see. I'm definitely pulling for Eubank to beat the shit out of Conor Benn. Even more so this time that he has Bomac in his corner. Says here Nikita Sue injured in minor car crash. Michael Sarafa fight is in limbo. Well, we'll see about that. What else we got? Oh, sorry. What else we got? What else we got? Nick Ball versus Brandon Figueroa ordered by WBA. What about Mirko Cuello? What are we doing with my boy Mirko Cuello? He's sitting there with his dick in his hand as the interim, right? Like, what are we doing here? I don't like it. I don't. I mean, Figueroa's number one. He just beat Joet Gonzalez, I think, right? Man, I don't understand. Why is he not fighting the interim Mirko Cuello? Why is that not happening? This is horseshit. Boxing is doing it to us again, isn't it? There's my boy right there, Mirko Cuello. The interim champion in Nick Ball 126. It says here Figueroa leapfrogs Mirko Cuello for this opportunity. Cuello 16-0 with 13 KOs defeated Christian Olivo in February on the same show as Fulton Figueroa 2 in what the WBA own website calls a final eliminator. Cuello then made short work of Sergio Rios Jimenez in August for the WBA secondary interim belt. So what are we doing here, fellas? He leapfrogs Cuello for this upper. You got his ass whooped by Fulton, guys. My boy's undefeated. Okay? And that Olivo fight, Jesus Christ, what a fight that was. Go back and watch Mirko Cuello versus Christian Olivo. Please. Oh boy. I'm gonna do the actually, you know what? I'm gonna include this in the top. There it is, Cuello Olivo. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna revisit the must-see boxing fights. Do I have a? Okay, never mind. But yeah, I mean, I don't like it, man. I mean, it's good that finally Nick Ball is fighting somebody. You know, it's been a minute since you fought the two Rays. You know, Vargas and Ford. Been fighting T.J. Doheny and who's the other one? Sam Goodman. Okay, Sam Goodman, not too bad, but nevertheless, you know, you're not in any hurry to unify. We all know this, and I understand that you were hoping to get the Naoya Inoue fight so that you can get your ass whooped but get a good payday for it. You know, but not exactly. Not exactly. Um, so that's about it, right? That's about it. I mean, yeah, this is gonna be a little short show. I'm gonna cook some for next live. Is it gonna be tomorrow? Probably. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go live tomorrow. Maybe earlier. Hopefully, earlier. We shall see, though, right? Um, but yeah, we did a new group of 10 most one-sided fights in history. Just to do a quick rundown. And what the heck? Okay, there we go. Zurdo Ramirez versus Chris Billum Smith. Sugar Shane Mosley versus Antonio Margarito. Sugar Ray Leonard versus David Boy Green. George Foreman versus George Foreman versus Joe Frazier 1 and 2. Miguel Cotto versus Paulie Malignaggi. Terence Crawford versus Jeff Horn. Vasily Lomachenko versus Jason Sosa. Mike Tyson versus Michael Spinks. And Ken Norton versus Dwayne Bobbick. All right. Yeah, that was it. I don't think we got some news, but no, not too much, you know. Um, Trying to see if there's anything else to talk about here. No, that's it. As far as I can tell, that's it, right? Um, so yeah, thank you so much. Thank you all for tuning in. You know, I appreciate it, and catch me on my next live, which is surely gonna be tomorrow. Okay. This was your boy Irony Boxing. This was my 21st live. Um, Make sure you subscribe and hit the like, drop a comment here and there, and get notifications activated and everything else. So I think that's about it. Yeah, let's see what other. Oh, Mike Masick, how you doing, brother? Man, it's great to see you, man. God bless. Welcome. Yeah, I'm just doing the most one. I'm working on the list of the most one-sided fights in boxing history. Feel free to drop any suggestion. More than welcome. Wow, what an honor! I got Mike Masick in the house. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure this whole thing of StreamYard, God bless, brother Mike Masick. So yeah, let me just give you a quick rundown, right? We did well today I did the new group of 10, right? I'm up to 40 now, but appreciate it, bro. Good work, he says. Appreciate it, bro. Started with so let me start with the first one, right? This is no particular order, right? We got Pacquiao versus David Diaz, Naoya Inoue versus Paul Butler. This, if you haven't seen this fight, Mike Masick, please go watch it. That's Muhammad Ali. This to me is the best performance of his career versus Cleveland Williams. I'm sure that's debatable. People will come up with 3, 4, 5, 10 fights that are right there, But this to me is Muhammad Ali's best performance of his career. The guy on the screen is Mirko Cuello. I'm just upset that he ain't the one fighting Nick Ball. It's Brandon Figueroa, but that's just me. After that, I did Roy Jones Jr. versus Richard Hall. After that is Manny Pacquiao versus Antonio Margarito, Floyd Mayweather versus Arturo Gatti, Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence, Miguel Cotto versus Alfonso Gomez, Loma versus Nicholas Walters, Joe Calzaghe versus Jeff Lacey, Andre SOG Ward versus Chad Dawson, Oscar De La Hoya versus Arturo Gatti, Carl Froch versus Lucian Bute, Felix Trinidad versus William Joppy, Marco Antonio Barrera versus Nassim Hamed, Larry Holmes, the Eastern Assassin versus Marvis Frazier, George Foreman versus Ken Norton, Canelo versus Angulo. This fight, if you haven't seen it, Mike Masick, another one that I recommend. This was a boxing defense masterclass by Nicolino Loche. Okay, I think it's with 2 C's, but the first name I mean, but nevertheless, this is 2 recommendations for you. Okay. We got James Lights Out Tony versus Iran Barkley to round up the first group of 20. And we follow that up with The Revenge, Joe Louis versus Max Schmeling 2. Okay. Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis, Manny Pacquiao versus Oscar De La Hoya, Alexander Usyk versus Daniel Dubois 2. Oh, this one. If you haven't seen this one, also catch this one, if you will. This is, to me, the hardest fight to watch in boxing history. Jack Dempsey versus Jess Willard. We got the What's My Name fight, the Muhammad Ali versus Ernie Terrell. You remember? Where he said, "What's my name?" Right? Because he called him Cassius Clay instead of Muhammad Ali. And everybody knew that his name, because he legally changed it to Muhammad Ali. So he clearly did that, with ill intent, and paid the price, to say the least. Actually, I got the image for you. Give me a second. I'll put it on the screen. Because it's too cool for school. Unbelievable Muhammad Ali. There it is. To the right, where it says, "What's my name?" I fucking love it. I love it. Where was I? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yep. The What's My Name fight. And after that is Artur Beterbiev versus Joe Smith Jr. After that, we have Floyd Mayweather versus Juan Manuel Marquez. Oscar De La Hoya versus Ricardo Mayorga. And to me, this is the best performance in Roy Jones Jr.'s illustrious career. And I'm gonna put a GIF on the screen, okay? Because you just see for yourselves. There it is. Wham, 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 wham. Just Roy Jones Jr. In my humble opinion, this is best performance of his career. I'm sure that's debatable, okay? People are going to say Richard Hall, Virgil Hill, a bunch of them, right? Maybe even James Toney. I disagree, but hell of a performance as well, So that was to round up 30. So the new group of 10 was Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez versus Chris Billum Smith, Shane Mosley versus Antonio Margarito. Actually, let me put the images. What am I doing? Let me just put the images. 1 second. The first one is this one, Zurdo Ramirez versus Chris Billum Smith, right? The second one is, Mosley versus the cast man, Antonia Margarita. Okay. Follow that up with, this one. Good God Almighty. This as one-sided as it can be. Sugar Ray Leonard versus Dave Boy Green. This is the picture of the fight right here. Right there. After that, Where was I? Oh, yeah, two really hard to watch fights between Big George Foreman and Smoking Joe Frazier, the first one and the second one. There's my brother Kendrick Daly in the house. How are you, my brother Kendrick? Awesome to see you, bro. I'm up to 40 now in the most one-sided fights. Welcome, brother, for sure. Okay. Appreciate you. After that, yeah, Joe Frazier versus George Foreman. George Foreman's my favorite heavyweight of all time. Spoiler alert. And there's the second one right there. It was essentially the same fight. Kicking back and listening. Awesome. Feel free to drop any recommendation for you as well as for Mike Masick and whoever's listening. Absolutely. After that, 1 second. I'm all over the place. Okay. After that, we have, oh yeah, Miguel Cotto versus Paulie Malignaggi. A hard fight for me because you got a Puerto Rican versus an Italian, but what are you going to do, right? Paulie Malignaggi fought that fight with a broken orbital bone, courtesy of Miguel Cotto, you know? And I watched that fight live, and I just gained so much respect for Paulie Malignaggi that evening. And I'm a fan of Paulie inside the ring and outside the ring. Do I agree with everything? Do I agree with everything he says? No, but you got to take people for what they are. Nevertheless, what else we got? We have Terence Crawford's one-sided ass whooping of Jeff, the MMA fighter Horn, with the elbows and the dirtiness, and I'm still trying to figure out how he beat Manny Pacquiao, but whatever. And after that, we have Vasily Lomachenko. Some know him as the Matrix, some know him as High Tech, some know him as Loma. One-sided ass whooping of Jason Sosa. Okay, let me show you the picture of the fight right there. The bull and the matador right there. Unbelievable, Loma. What a career. What a fighter. Okay, two more to go, and that is Iron Mike Tyson versus Michael Spinks. The anthem was longer than the fight. That's all you need to know. There is the photo of the fight right there. And to round things up, we've got Ken Norton versus Dwayne Bobick. Dwayne Bobick is a very sad story. He just had too much pressure put on him, basically. And he couldn't live up to it, and it ended up badly for him, That's the picture of the fight right there. The freaking watermark. What are you gonna do? Give me 1 second. There it is. Okay. Dwayne, the All-American boy, Bobick. Now this guy is Mirko Cuello, and the reason why I put this guy here is because he is the interim champion in Nick Ball. Oh yeah, that's going in there. I appreciate that. Yep. Shakur versus Joed. The same dude that just gave Brandon Figueroa fits? That dude? Yeah. Shakur Stevenson versus, let me write it down here, Joed Gonzalez. Appreciate it. That's going to be on my next live that I do of the one-sided fights. Appreciate it, brother. So yeah, I don't understand why. It says right here on the boxing scene, Nick Ball versus Brandon Figueroa ordered by WBA. Here's the link of the article if anybody wants to read it. But basically, yeah, I get it. Okay, like Brandon Figueroa is number one, but Mirko Cuello was undefeated. He's not getting a shot right here. And I think Mirko Cuello beats Nick Ball. A lot of people disagree with me. That might be the flag talking. That's fine. I've been called worse, but I think so. I think Mirko Cuello beats Nick Ball. That's the perfect. I don't know that he beats Leo or Fulton or Espinosa, but I think he beats Nick Ball. I think so. He had an unbelievable fight versus Christian Olivo. I urge people to watch that one. Mirko. That's going to be in my must-see fights, because my must-see fights list is up to 120 now, but it's going to go up to at least 300. You know it. Versus Christian Olivo. Watch this fight, guys, if you haven't seen that one. I think that was on the undercard for Benavides versus Morel. If I'm not mistaken, that's where this fight took place. Mirko Cuello versus Christian Olivo. This guy is the... and Kendrick, if you haven't seen this fight, if you want to see some defensive boxing, obviously Floyd, Purnell, you know, the usual suspects, try watching this fight. I just recommended it to Mike Masick. Right here. Maybe let me know if I already recommended it to you, because I talk to people all the time. Maybe I'm repeating myself, but right there, that's the fight. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm looking at the news and stuff like that. I mean, Boots Ennis is gonna keep Virgil. Boots and Virgil is gonna. I already see it up there as one of the most one-sided fights in boxing history. To be honest with you, and I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. Hey, Kendrick, have you seen something on Salvador Sanchez yet? I know you said that you wanted to see some of him. Have you had the chance yet, or no? Because I can recommend. Man, there's a bunch of them. He had 2 great fights against Danny Red Lopez. 2 very good fights. His marquee win obviously is Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez, right? But Asuma Nelson's another good highlights. Okay, good enough. So I'm sure you get a sense of why people call him, including me, the GOAT Mexican boxer, the real GOAT Mexican boxer. Let me see if I can find what Roy Jones says about him, because that pretty much says it all. Roy Jones, Salvador Sanchez. Give me a second. No, that's not it. Give me a second. The best book. Well, okay. Maybe this one, yeah. This is the one. Give me a second. Oh, okay. You saw what Roy said. Okay. Good stuff. Let me play it anyway. I think Mike Masick's still here, or it shows here 5 people are watching. So let me just put it in for educational purposes, shall we say? Or I think that's what you say. I don't know. Whatever. Let me just... How do you... okay, share screen. Entire screen audio. Let me know, you guys, in the chat if you can hear. Okay? Let me know if you can hear this.
Best fight I ever saw, honestly, skill-wise, was a guy by the name of Salvador Sanchez.
You see, I don't know who Salvador Sanchez is.
That's right, because you're not that big of a boxing fan like I do. You don't study the game like I do.
Right.
But Salvador Sanchez was a Mexican fighter. He died in 1982 in a car accident. He was about 22 years old.
He's the best you ever saw.
The best fighter all around.
That you saw growing up.
That's Danny Red Lopez. That's Wilfredo Gomez. That's Asuma Nelson. Wilfredo Gomez was 32-0 with 32 knockouts, guys. Who moves like that? Who moves like that? I'm just asking. Who moves like that? Can anybody tell me who moves like that?
Best fight I ever.
I'll go to my grave saying that that man is the best Hispanic. Now, we can leave the Puerto Ricans in a box, okay? Because obviously, right? But best Hispanic fighters I've ever. You couldn't see it, man. That sucks. Ugh. Let me try that again. Okay, let me try this again. One sec. Oh, come on, man. What are we doing here? One sec. Aha, there it is. I'm gonna try this one more time. Share screen, and the entire screen. Also share system audio, right? Share. Be careful. Yeah, okay, got it. Okay, can you guys see my screen in the chat? Can you guys see? Let me type it. My screen now. No? Man. Oh, that's right. I'm turning on YouTube and it's nowhere to be seen. What the heck? Oh, maybe I have too many things here. Okay, I'm messing up here. One second. Well, okay, let me try it one more time. That's it. Entire screen, share. Okay, now you guys can see, right? I think now you guys can see, right? Because I'm seeing it here on the YouTube. Yeah, there it is. Okay, awesome. There it is.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
skill-wise, was a guy by the name of Salvador Sanchez.
You see, I don't know who Salvador Sanchez
Because
is.
that's right, because you're not that big of a boxing fan like I do. You
Yeah.
don't study the game like I do.
Right.
But Salvador Sanchez was a Mexican fighter. He died in 1982 in a car accident. He's about 22 years
He's the
old.
best you ever saw.
The best fighter all around
That you saw growing up.
That's Danny Red Lopez. Wilfredo Gomez, 32-0 and 32 KOs at the time of the fight. Azuma Nelson. Find me somebody that moves like that, please. I'll wait.
Best fighter.
What a fighter. What a fighter. Appreciate it. Yep, finally got it right? All right. So yeah, that's I'll go to my grave saying that that man is the best Mexican fighter of all time, and if you press me hard enough, I'll tell you he's the best Hispanic fighter of all time. Just unbelievable. Yeah, he passed away at I think 23 years old, but he had damn near 50 wins, and the one loss that he had, he avenged it. So there's a Puerto Rican fighter. His name is Juan Laporte. As far as I can tell, is the only man to fight. I think no. The other day, a Mexican channel was telling me that there was another guy that fought them both. But Juan Laporte is one of the maybe 2 or 3 that fought both Chavez and Sanchez. And he said it, man. He said, "Listen, Sanchez is in a league of his own. You know, he's so smart. He's all of that." So there you have it right there from the horse's mouth. Let me show you. Juan Laporte, what a career, tough ass fighter. He's, never got the notoriety of others, but he was tough as shit, man. He's from Guayama, which is way down south from the island here. So, yep, great fighter, great fighter. Trying to show you. Oh, okay, yeah, there it is. I'm gonna show you the poster of his fight with Julio Cesar Chavez. Okay. Where is it? Okay, there it is. The man to your right there, his name is Juan Laporte. Let me close the banner here. Okay, Julio Cesar Chavez versus Juan Laporte. Yep, there's the man right there. Fought them both. There's my dog barking for some reason. The heck are you doing? The heck are you doing? Anyway. So yeah, what else is there? How do you guys see that? How do you guys see Nick Ball versus Brandon Figueroa? Give me predictions. Take it easy, buddy. Take it easy. Ain't no villains there. Antonio Margarito's not there. You can chill out. If you see Antonio Margarito, bite his ass. Okay, thank you. So how do you guys see that? Anybody got a prediction for Nick Ball? Actually, let me make it interesting. How do you do this thing? Survey. Yeah, there it is. Nick Ball versus. Let me post it as a survey. Ball, Figgy. Initiate. Okay, there it is. If anybody wants to answer, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I'm gonna open up a panel here, see if anybody wants to jump in and chop it up. Any 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, whatever, don't matter. And if you can't do it and you can just type, fair enough, I definitely appreciate you all for pulling up regardless. Absolutely. And do we have anything for, I'm sure we do, right? Let's see. What do we got for this weekend? Kieran Conway versus George Litter. That's over in the zone in the UK. Starting at 2 p.m. Oh, of course. We got Danny Swift Garcia versus what is it? 1 second. Daniel Gonzalez. And interesting card, I would say, right? We got Nahir Albright versus Richard Comey. I expect Albright to come out on top there. Chris Colbert versus Blas Ezequiel Caro. And Gabe Rosado, Ty's favorite fighter, Kendrick, right? Kendrick, isn't Gabe Rosado Ty's favorite fighter? I'm just fucking around. Ty's favorite fighter. Versus who is it? Vaughn Alexander? Yeah, Vaughn Alexander. We got a fight here. Can you believe that? We got a fight here in San Juan, Puerto Rico over on the 23rd. That's next week's Thursday. I'm going to try to catch that one. Don't bet on it though, but I'm going to try to catch that one. And obviously on the 25th, we got Joe Parker versus Fabio Wardley. Kendrick laughing there. Ty hears me, he gonna put my ass to the wood chipper. I know it. Let's see. Yeah, that's not too bad of a card, is it? I guess obviously November, trumps everything, right? But it's a pretty good card for Mr. Danny Swift Garcia. We got Joshua Buatsi coming up. Hopefully he bounces back. He fighting Zach Parker, and all the rest of them. So, yep. Nick Ball. Man, I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna root for Nick Ball because to me, Brandon Figueroa has the perfect style for Nick Ball. You know, Nick Ball likes it rough and rugged, dirty-ish. You know, yeah, and this guy right here. Listen, this might just be with wishful thinking, but I think Mirko Cuello will beat Nick Ball. Man, I know I use the flag a lot of times when it comes to Puerto Rico, Argentina, Italy, Spain, and even countries that I love that I don't necessarily have a lineage that I know of, like Dominican Republic and others. But I wholeheartedly believe that this guy right here can beat Nick Ball. Call me crazy, I've been called worse, but yeah, I think so. I'm gonna give it a few minutes if anybody wants to pull up and chop it up. If not, that's perfectly fine. I will try to go live tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna keep going with the one-sided fights. Maybe I'll go revisit the must-see fights because I'm up to 120, and I got so many more. Even the knockouts, the most ferocious knockouts, I'm up to 100, and I got a bunch of them that I stumbled across, you know. So that's gonna go up to 200 low key, you know. So that's probably what's gonna go down. Trying to see if there's any other news, you know. Jose Benavides Sr. says Canelo Alvarez is worn out in boxing life. Hamza Shiraz won't wait for Canelo Alvarez. Next fight plans up in the air. Hamza Shiraz, okay, was ringside when Canelo was beaten by points by Crawford. The plan had been for undefeated Shiraz to face Canelo in February, as long as the Mexican great made it through the fight unscathed. Yeah, not so much, right? However, those plans were wrecked. Yeah, say that again. However, those plans were wrecked when it was confirmed that 35-year-old Canelo will undergo the knife. Will go under the knife to address loose bodies in his left elbow. Okay. I don't know what we will do now, Frank Warren told The Ring. Let's let Canelo have his up, let the dust settle, and see where we are. But Hamza won't be sitting around on his backside. Okay. I mean, okay, so here's a question. Who do you guys want to see Hamza Shiraz with? Do we send in Caleb Plant? Do we send in Maul? Do we send in Munguia? I like Munguia. I think Hamza Shiraz will do Munguia probably not too differently than he did Berlanga. Bomlanga. I should say Bomlanga. You know. But give me a name. Who do you guys want to see Shiraz with? You know, you want to see him with. I agree. Munguia is trash. And by the way, Munguia gotta give Bruno his trilogy. Okay. Oh yeah. No, he's a cheater, but he's also trash. Yeah, he's both. Yep. I'm with you there, brother, for sure. Yeah, let's forget about. Oh, and by the way, what about Bruno Suras? So, what about Hamza Shiraz versus Bruno Suras? Is that interesting? Or, I think Maul is the most dangerous. To be honest with you, Jermall Charlo is probably the most dangerous matchup out of all of them because I think Caleb Plant's probably, you know, he can't take it anymore. Probably, you know. Who else we got? Iglesias. Bruno, yeah, you think Bruno, what doesn't help Hamza? Bruno or Maul? Actually, let me look at the rankings. Give me a second. Let's get to it. I haven't seen it, the 168 rankings. There it is. Okay, so Hamza Shiraz is number 2 at the WBC and the WBO. Okay, so he's one slot above Munguia in WBC and one slot above Pacheco in the WBO. So Pacheco obviously is gonna fight in December. Okay, Bruno Resendez or how? Okay. I mean, yeah, I can see that. Resendez. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, absolutely. Bruno, yeah, okay. Bruno's the one that doesn't help Hamza. Gotcha. Yeah, Resendez. Yeah, I don't remember how you spell it either. No, don't worry. I know who you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, Resendez is a good one. Jermall Charlo is the most dangerous one. Jermall Charlo is sitting at number 6 at the BC, and Shiraz is sitting at number 2. At the BO, we got Shiraz at number 2, Pacheco number 3, Jacob Bank number 4, Alan Bejic number 5. I can't pronounce that name. 6 and 7, forget it. I can't pronounce those names. Give me a second. This is, let me put it on the chat. No way I'm gonna pronounce those names. 6 and 7, this is the one. Simon Sach, etc. And number 7, Paulinus Jol. That what it says there. I don't know, man. Like it seems to me that all roads lead to because Resendez is at the BA, and he's the interim at the BA, and Hamza Shiraz is number 4. Can you believe Beck the Bully is above Hamza Shiraz? Can you believe that, Kendrick? Or Mike Masick or anybody else? Can you guys believe that Bektemir Melikusiev, aka Beck the Bully, aka I got knocked out by Gabe Rosado, is number 2 at the BA, and Maul is number 3. I ain't got no problem with that. And Hamza Shiraz is number 4, Caleb Plant 5, Darius Fulgham number 6. How in God's name is Beck the Bully above Maul and Hamza Shiraz? Somebody gonna have to do some explanation to me on that. But nevertheless, it doesn't seem like Resendez is gonna happen because of that reason. I mean, if it happens, I'm all for it, right? But it seems to me that all roads lead to Maul. You know, where's Bruno, by the way? I know he just lost, quote unquote, but yeah, he nowhere. Oh, okay, he's number 10 in the IBF. And he ain't nowhere to be seen anywhere else. They got Beck the Bully number 2 at the BA, right? And then they got him number 15 at the IBA. You see that? That's more like it. And they got number 9. They got him number 9 at the BC and number 11 at the BO. So the WBA has been smoking crack. You know, that's my conclusion. The WBA, the World Boxing Association, has been smoking crack. That's my how do you say, bottom line, you know, about this topic right here. Like the Bully. Yeah, sure. What else we got? Let's see. Yeah, I think from Hamza Shiraz's perspective, I would fight Caleb Plant before I fight Maul. Because to be honest with you, you couldn't take Carlos Adames, so you're probably not gonna take on Maul. You know, I don't see it. I think Maul probably smokes him. Caleb Plant, because of this particular stage that he's at in his career, that's probably a better fight. Even though Caleb Plant can definitely move, he can pour it on you in the first half of the fight, but we all know he's gonna wane as the fight goes on. So yeah, I would definitely go after Caleb first. But hey, I mean, I'm saying this because Canelo, it doesn't seem like the Canelo fight's gonna happen. So, and you better stay the hell away from Osleis Iglesias, okay? Better stay the heck away from Osleis Iglesias. if you're smart. Because that boy's gonna take over. Because let's be honest here, Hamza's probably gonna end up in 175, right? That's what I foresee. He couldn't make 160 anymore. He's at 68, so yeah, he's probably gonna end up in 75, and I wouldn't rule out he eventually ending up at cruiserweight, but whatever, you know. Yeah, that's all she wrote, right? All right, let me see the articles again. Boxing news. There's another, 24 or whatever. I just want to see if there's anything else, you know. Latest boxing news. Would anyone still care if Fury and Joshua finally fought? Kendrick, I know, doesn't. But I do. I kind of do. I'm not going to lie. You know? Yeah, I do. I do. I'm not going to lie. And I see Tyson Fury fucking him up. You know? Shakur Stevenson takes subtle shot at Jaron Butanis. Says he doesn't need tune-ups before facing Teofimo Lopez. Okay, I can believe that. I mean, let's have it, bro. Let's have it. It doesn't look like the tank. It's too late. Okay, it might be. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You're probably right. You're probably right. It's probably too late. Yeah, let's have Shakur and Teofimo. Let's have it, because it doesn't seem like the tank fight is gonna happen. You know, it doesn't seem that way. So, just go ahead and do your own thing, bro. Fight Teofimo. I don't think he's gonna stay at 140, right? I think he's made it clear that he wants to move back down to 135, right? But the problem is, who are you gonna fight there? Are you gonna fight Kid Austin? Are you gonna do that again? With Mama Holyfield saying that you sent the swap team to them, that you put some masseuse or whatever the fuck, masseuse or some bullshit like that. Basically, Mama Holyfield made you look like the second coming of Al Capone. Basically, like you can just arrange all these things to make sure your opponent doesn't get to fight. Like that'll put Al Capone to shame. Imam Kataib faces Richard Rivera in crucial light heavyweight clash on December 11. Okay. Imam Kataib is the guy that put David Morrell on his ass, if you don't remember. Okay, that was a superbly disappointing fight in my eyes. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to drop David Morrell like a bad habit. You better show me something against Callum Smith, buddy. That's a dangerous fight, bro. Okay, this is a big dude too. So we'll see, man. Gervonta Davis's $40 million Jake Paul exhibition leaves Lamont Roach empty-handed, but taken care of by Al Heyman. Okay. I mean, Lamont. I do like me some Lamont Roach. I'm not gonna lie. Kendrick is saying Shakur was taking a shot at Boots. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, because he says he doesn't need tune-up. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. The plane finally landed. Yeah, I was floating there for a second, but that's someone trying to make narrative. Yeah, man, Shakur. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't mind him. I don't like him. I mean, I respect him, but I'm not a fan and I'm not a hater. I don't mind him, and I definitely consider him the hardest fighter to hit of right now. So, and I don't think that's debatable. But yeah, I mean, he took a shot at Boots. That's not a fight that's ever gonna happen. Kendrick is saying Shakur don't care about boots like that. He just trying to get a big fight. Yep, for sure. I mean, we all know Tank is the fight, but since that's not happening, I mean, and you're boys with Keyshawn, so we all know you're not fighting Keyshawn either. So who are you fighting? Raymond? Rumor has it Raymond's moving up to 140 as well, even though he was ordered to fight Andy Cruz. Allow me to say, right? But last thing I heard about Raymond Murataya is he's moving up to 140. So that's probably not going to happen. So what are you going to do? Are you going to run it back with Kid Austin? Are you going to go through all of that again? Or are you going to fight Andy Cruz? Or, you know, what big fight do you have possible even? It's Teofimo Lopez, right? And if you're going to go up to 140, and rumor has it that he's going to vacate as soon as he beats Teofimo's ass, he's going to vacate and let Keyshawn have it. So he's going to go back down to 135 and do what? Like, who are you fighting? Who can you make money with here? Let's see. Lucas Body, easy work. Okay, you got Abdullah there. Okay, I hear you. Maybe Abdullah's a good fight. That's a dangerous fight, by the way. Okay, but okay, let's see what Abdullah does with Sam Noakes, and then we'll take it from there. So, fight Teofimo. To me, you should stay at 140. I know your best buddy Keyshawn is there. You know, we'll see what happens. But to me, Shakur should stay at 140 and fight them dogs. You know, fight Subriel or fight Gary Antoine or fight Hitchens. Maybe Alberto Puello, maybe Sandor Martin, someone like that. You know, there are a lot of big fights there, to be honest with you. 135, not so much. You know? I mean, 135 is only one. Let's be honest here. 135 is only one big fight. It's Tank Davis. And Tank Davis is going to balloon up for Jake Paul, and he's not going to go way back down to fight you, man. I don't see that happening. Could it happen? Yeah, but I don't see that happening, bro. So you got to move on. You got to make your own name, and I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, Lamont Roach, maybe? Pitbull Cruz, he makes easy work with Pitbull Cruz. We all know this. But maybe could we see Shakur versus Lamont Roach? Is that a possibility? Is that interesting? I think that's interesting. I would say so. You know, and if Shakur can make easy work of Lamont Roach, man, that can cook up the Tank fight even more, right? Like low key, you know. I'm just trying to map out like a Shakur year or two where he gets a big fight. You know, is Teofimo a big fight? I don't think so. But I could be wrong. Okay, I could be wrong. So if it's not Tank, is Lamont Roach a big fight? Maybe. I don't think so either. But maybe, because Shakur don't sell, man. That's a problem. Do I like him? Yeah, sure. I don't mind him. I ain't got no reason to, you know, he capping every other day, but they do that thing. It's a generational thing, you know. So where do you go from here if you're Shakur? The answer is 140. Kendrick saying Teo's a big fight. Okay. Yeah, it might be. I don't know, you know that. Yeah, it could be. I hope you're right, bro. Shakur does sell. Okay. Okay, well, in that case, then I stand corrected. I just heard for so many people that he doesn't, but that's fine. He does. That's good news, because I don't ever want to see a boxer just because he doesn't go out there and gets into a rock and sock'em fight every other day, that he's not a big name. You know, he is who he is. You know, he's utilizing his advantages. So, okay, so let me ask you this. Who do you see giving Shakur more trouble? Like, let's go through the 135 and 140 and put Lamont Roach in there if you want to. Who do you think can give Shakur the most problems? I say Andy Cruz, personally. Maybe Gary Antoine. Who do you say? And that goes for everybody. Anybody that's listening in the chat, Mike Masick, if you're still there, feel free to jump in. Give me one name that you think gives Shakur fits in their fight. Is it Lamont Roach? Ooh, I like it. I like it. Okay. Okay. Man. Yeah, I can. People are going to bring up the fact that he lost to Jamel Herring and what Shakur did to Jamel Herring, but obviously the triangle don't work like that, we all know this, but you think Roach can give a better fight than Gary Antoine? The rest of them don't have the IQ and athleticism. Okay. Including Gary Antoine and who's the one that I say? The Andy, yeah. Yeah, he ain't proven nothing yet. I'm not gonna lie. That's true. That's true. Andy ain't proven nothing yet. I just like what I see, I just like what I see, but he really ain't proven nothing yet. He beat Salcido. That's not a bad win. That's Pitbull's last win, but as well, but not good enough, to be honest with you. But listen, Andy gotta get a shot against Murataya so that he can prove it. I think he beat Murataya. How do you see that one, Kendrick? It's probably not gonna happen because the word is this guy's gonna go to 140, get his ass beat by one of the champions there. But how would you see Andy and Murataya? Do you think Raymond can pull it off? Because I don't, to be honest with you. I mean, that was a split decision, to be fair, but yeah, true. True, Alberto Puello is more like a boxer puncher, I think, instead of a pure boxer, but yeah, he definitely is a lesser boxer. Yeah, for sure. I mean, everyone's a lesser boxer for these days. I would put Sandor Martin probably a close second, or maybe not even a close second. But yeah, everybody pales in comparison to Shakur as far as boxing skills go nowadays. Andy beats him. I agree, bro. I agree. I'm not high on Raymond. Not at all, bro. Not at all. He's good, man. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm not saying like doctors say, like, no, your fucking place trash. I'm not gonna go that far, but yeah, he's a front runner. I see Raymond Murataya as a front runner. You'll give anybody all they can handle for the first 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 rounds, and then his ass is yours. Basically. No Diddy. But man, it's interesting, man. Because do you think there's any way that Teofimo beats Shakur? Because I don't see it, man. I don't see how Teofimo beats Shakur. Teofimo's always, yeah, everybody's gonna go to the Loma fight because it's convenient. But the fact of the matter is, Teo's pretty much screwed against boxers. He didn't even do so well against Barbosa. And don't get me started on Sandor Martin, bro. I think Sandor Martin pretty much schooled him. Yeah, okay. That's a great point. If there's some remnants of the Edwin De Los Santos fight, then probably Teofimo can cash in on that, so to speak. But otherwise, bro, Teo's gonna get outclassed in every way known to man. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie. So Shakur fights Teo, beats him, and then fights the winner of Lamont Roach and Pitbull Cruz. I like it, man. I like this mapping of Shakur because he will have the biggest name on his resume is William Cepeda, right? Unless you want to say it's Jamel Herring, that's fine, or maybe Oscar Valdez. But he beats Teofimo Lopez, so that's another former champion and Ring Magazine champion. And then he goes after Lamont Roach, which is a common opponent. Well, whoever wins, I think it's going to be Roach too, but whoever wins of Lamont Roach. I disagree, but let's see. If he hurts his hand mid-fight, possibly, but other than that, Teo's going to look goofy. That's why he ain't take the fight. Yeah. This is bigger than. Okay, Cepeda never been a champion. Okay, yeah, I hear you. I just. Okay, so I don't like Valdez at all, but I think Cepeda gave Shakur a tougher fight than Valdez did you not, Kendrick? Like, I think Cepeda. Okay, that might be because Shakur decided to fight differently, right? He stood on the ropes. He didn't box as much as he probably should have, So that's probably the reason why Cepeda gave him a tough fight. But you think so? I mean, Valdez was light work too, right? But yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. Valdez is a former champion. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. He's saying that was pretty much a wash. I don't know about that, man. Like, okay, I gotta watch it again. I'll say this: I'll watch it again, okay? Because Cepeda, not for nothing, bro. He threw a million punches in that fight. Did he land any of them? Maybe one or two, but yeah, nah. I'll watch it again. Okay, I'll watch it again because I've only seen that fight one time. But I don't know. Do you think Shakur can take over 140? Do you think that, Kendrick? Do you think Shakur can take over 140? He threw a million. Landed one good one. And by the way, they say they wobbled him. No. If you look closely, it was his feet got tangled. I don't believe he was hurt. At all. So yeah, threw a million, landed a good. Exactly. Oh man. I do think he can take over 140, but I think Gary Antoine and Subriel is gonna be tough. Teofimo and Hitchens, not so much. Oh, do you think Hitchens? I don't know. Could Hitchens be a tough one? Being bigger and that jab, and I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, we got 4 different champions, right? Ain't nobody in any hurry to unify with anybody, so but they're defending, though. At least they're defending. Subriel's defending against Dalton, and Gary Antoine is defending against Hiroka. I think, yeah, I think the same thing. A lot of those guys moved up to avoid him and Tank. Yes, sir. Yep, especially Tank. But yeah, him too, because Shakur been embarrassing people, man. Shakur, I like what Doctor said the other day. Like, he sees Shakur as a boogeyman from the standpoint that nobody wants to fight him because they get embarrassed. And that's true, man. That's true. Boogeyman don't necessarily mean that you're Mike Tysoning people. It could just be that people don't want to fight you because you're an impossible puzzle to solve. But yeah, I think so. I think who's the toughest? Is it Subriel? Is it Gary Antoine? Is it Richardson Hitchens? I'm gonna go on a limb here, and I'm gonna say it's Subriel, man. I'm gonna say it's Subriel. I could be dead wrong, obviously, because Subriel it's not necessarily known for his boxing, so to speak. But just Subriel's gonna be right there. Subriel's gonna try, man. Subriel ain't gonna be there. I know he lost to Liam Paru. We can overlook that, right? We can, right? Thank you. But after he gets through Dalton Smith, I'm hoping he unifies, bro. I'm hoping he gets in there with Richardson Hitchens and does the job. Okay. I don't know. It isn't not for nothing. 140 is looking so interesting, man. And what's the other one that I really like? Obviously, everybody knows about 154, but 140 and what's the other one, man? Is it 130 or is it? I don't know. Nevertheless, I know there's a couple of divisions that are hitting up like crazy. We got Kendrick in the house. How you doing, my brother?
You gave
What's up, buddy?
nothing much. Let me make sure I have this. I had to mute the other one because I was hearing you twice.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot when I'm in Discord and in StreamYard. I gotta mute YouTube. Um, so, so you think Kur can like take over 140, or do you think that's what he should try to do? Or
Nah, he should stay at Ring King at 135 right now. Um, Try to get the fights with either the winner of Mason and Noakes,
yep.
or try to get wait for Kid Austin and Body to fight for that WBA if Tank ends up vacating it or getting stripped, and
Okay,
then going forward from there.
interesting. Because yeah, Tank is probably gonna vacate, so that's gonna leave Kid Austin. Kid Austin's gonna fight JoJo now, but you know,
He's
we
gonna
know.
have to fight Body for the championship because Body's #1 right now, if I'm not mistaken. Or he has some sort of claim to the WBA right now.
Yeah, he is. I'll let you know in a second. Yeah, he's number 2, and Kid Austin's number 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
And he fought the Eliminator. That's what I was. Yeah, he just fought an Eliminator. And won the
Lucas Body,
Eliminator.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, right? Because you got a lot of unfinished business there. We got Abdullah versus Sam Noakes, and then we got, and who knows what's gonna happen with the IBF? You know, is Raymond gonna fight Andy Cruz? Is he gonna vacate? Are they gonna elevate Andy Cruz just like they elevated Raymond? Who knows? So
I was just
why
thinking
fight
about it.
Tio though? Why?
Oh, why fight Teal? Because Teal's been talking shit. And they should have fought when he was at 135. He avoided Shakur then. He moved up to avoid Shakur.
Yeah, that was a rare smart move by Tio.
And took the Cambosis fight.
Yeah, and that we all know how that went down. So yeah. Um, I
No,
mean,
Haney was more in line though. So he really dodged Haney first. That's who he really dodged.
Tio, okay.
Yeah. Haney had the claim to the belts. That's why he ended up getting that fight against Cambosis after.
Oh, exactly. Yep. Oh, okay.
Because remember, Haney was supposed to fight Loma first. Loma went and fought Tio.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I remember Haney brought it up in the lead up to the Loma fight. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So so Haney's fighting. Okay, Haney's on 147, so we can forget about that. And but why? Okay, he's been talking shit, but Tio's been talking shit about everybody. Like, yeah, somebody got to put belt to ass there, you know. And
Yeah,
Shakur's,
somebody gotta call his bluff.
yeah. Loki, I want to see Keyshawn and Tio, but that's probably not gonna happen. So,
I mean, it might happen before Shakur Tio.
if you're Tio, who do you prefer to fight?
Here's the thing: I don't think Tio has a choice.
Okay.
I think Top Rank is controlling that, so that's why I think Keyshawn has more of a chance than Shakur.
Okay. Okay. Because Alfredo Ojo Santiago, the guy that was number 1 before they put Keyshawn there, he challenged Keyshawn, but nah, that's probably not gonna happen. I to be honest with you, I see Keyshawn beating the shit out of Tio. To be honest with you,
Yeah, Tio's either
two-
gonna fight his next mandatory that's ordered, or he's gonna move up and try to avoid him like he did last time.
I don't think Tio can hang with the other champions either. To be honest, that's probably just because I don't like him.
He
That I'm
could beat
saying this.
Matias.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
That's probably the more favorable matchup. To be
Yeah,
honest
I
with
think he
you,
beats
'cause
Matias. Russell, he could be Russell too. Honestly, he could be Russell too.
Interesting.
They're tailor made for his style because he don't really have to do too much. They're gonna come and he could just pick them off. It's Hitchens that's gonna give him a problem.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the last in the list. If I'm T,
Yeah,
you know. Um,
somebody
man,
he could fight people without the job, but somebody got a job.
right, right. Yeah. I mean, Surreal, bro. I want to see that fight. I want to see two fights for Surreal. I want to see Pitbull and I want to see Tio. Give me those fights,
Why do you want to see
please.
Pitbull?
Mexico versus Puerto Rico, bro. They're gonna, you know what's gonna happen in that fight, bro. That's gonna be a firefight, like, no studying, no cute shit, no nothing. It's just guns blazing, last man standing. Um, that's it, because of the Mexico, Puerto Rico, and all of that. But to be honest with you, I just want to see Subriel beat the shit out of Pitbull.
That sounds more like it.
Yeah, I don't like Pitbull. I mean, Rayo did that already, but it's been a minute, so yeah, he needs a refresher, and I think Lamont Roach is gonna do the honors. You know, um,
Yeah, I like Roach in that matchup.
yeah, I hate to say stuff like easy, but yeah, it's probably gonna be easy, bro. I don't, Pitbull is who he is. If he throws a million punches, 999,000 of those are overhands. You know,
Hmm.
so he has a tiny head. He's built like a meatball. I don't know, man. Uh, Lamont is gonna see those punches coming from a mile away. He might have a few moments here and there because he is pretty quick with the overhands, but nah, I think Lamont. If you saw Tank, Pitbull is like slow motion Tank. So
Hmm.
nah, it's not gonna happen. I gotta salute Pitbull, bro. He ain't ducking no smoke, quote unquote. But you know, yeah, I don't like him at all. I don't. A lot of people are saying like he's the next face of Mexico. Are you freaking kidding me, bro? Give me Espinosa first before you give me that dude. And I'm not even a big Espinosa fan either. But come on, man.
You give me Munguia before you give me him.
Man, that's a debate. Who do I dislike more? Munguia or Pitbull, man? I don't know. That's a debate, man. I'm telling you. Like, well, I'll say Munguia I dislike more because, I mean, at least people ain't pop dirty.
True.
So yeah, I'll have Pitbull edge out that one
I was
just
thinking.
because of that.
I was just thinking abilities wise, as far as being able to win.
Um, I mean, I never liked. I don't. Man, that's like asking me. I don't know. Like that's like asking me who do you dislike more, Margarito or Mayorga? I'd be like, holy shit, man! Like, give me a second to think about this. But yeah, I don't like any of them. At least Pitbull beat who did he beat?
That's a good question.
Rolly, right? At least Pitbull beat somebody.
Yeah.
You know. Um, Nah, forget what I said. Nah, Pitbull ain't beat nobody.
I'm about to
Cause
say after this. I mean, and even that was a Mickey kind of fight. So it's like
yeah,
you don't really got those names like that. Pitbull. Remember, we only know Pitbull because he fought Tank.
exactly. Like, let's be honest here. He's most famous for looking for losing to a one-armed Tank.
Filling in too. He wasn't even the real opponent.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was
Let's
like a
be
late.
Rolly.
Get the hell out of here with the Isaac Pitbull Cruz, man. And that ain't even your weight, bro. You should be fighting way below that. It's just that you're so big in your freaking midsection that you can't do it. But um, isn't he like 5'4" or something like that? Man, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? Um, The other day we were talking on the Discord and I forgot to say something and now I forgot again. Shit. I'll just DM you when I remember. Oh yeah, you sent me something. Give me a second, because when I'm in the
Oh, the
laptop,
knockout.
yeah, let me open it in my phone, because on the Discord, I mean on the laptop, it's not so much. Give me a second. There we go. Instagram. Oh, okay. This is followed. Oh, holy man! This is some Anthony Pettis type shit, man.
Yeah.
Holy Okay, I see you. Bro, that part of the leg, the heel, they might as well be hitting you with a bat, bro.
It looked like he hit him with the Street Fighter kick.
Yeah. Says here, soul legend and brown sugar hitmaker D'Angelo has passed away. He was
Yeah.
51. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Michael Eugene Archer, pancreatic cancer. God bless him. Shit, man. So you got Nick Ball in Brandon Figueroa as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think Brandon Figueroa has enough defense to deal with it.
It's kind of like the perfect matchup for Nick Ball, to be honest with you.
Unless he comes in different, like compared to his last fight, and is more active, he's gonna lose.
Yeah. Yeah, because he looked, I don't know, Loki looked like Joet might have beaten him, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
Um, that was a very close fight. He just got his ass whooped by Cool Boy.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, he's right there to be hit, man. No head movement worth to speak of. I mean, nah, that's usually bad news. And Nick Ball, another dude that I can't stand, but at least he's exciting. You know, that Ray Ford fight was pretty good. The Ray Vargas fight was pretty good. Um, I just wish he gave Mirko Cuello his shot, but that's just me, man. We'll see if Brandon can pull it off. I don't think so, and he's being smart by not unifying, bro, because he can't fuck with none of these dudes, bro. I don't think so. Maybe you disagree, but I don't think so.
Nah. Nah, he can't.
You
They'll cook him.
Yeah, I mean, Angelo Leo and Cool Boy. I mean, who knows what Cool Boy is gonna do, right? Because you got Shushu Carrington right there with the what is it, interim? Or give me a second, I'll let you know right now. Shushu Carrington, yeah, he's the interim, and Ray Vargas is champion in recess. Okay, so they're all over the place over in the BC. So, um, and then Espinosa. What about Espinosa fighting this dude? I don't know, K guy, bro. What are we doing here? Like, I mean, I was all for the Venado Lopez fight because they got some history there. Because when he fought Robesi Ramirez the first time, Venado Lopez was the champion, but that was before he met Leo. And he told Robesi Ramirez, once you're finished with that dead man, muerto in Spanish, you know, once you're finished with that, you know, dead man, come see me. And Espinosa never forgot about that. So um, I guess this is his way of like sticking it to him. You know, now you get no fight. Look at the dead man here on top, and who's the dead man now, or some shit like that. So I mean, I guess I get it, but I don't know. Um,
He need to retire anyway, Lopez.
I think so too.
He don't need to fight no more.
A knockout like that, bro, and plus your style is tailor made for a punch like that to come your way anyway. You know,
And Leo is not a big hitter.
exactly. Like I was trying to look for another like highlight reel, and I like Angelo Leo, but that's just not his game.
Hmm.
But this guy got his chin up in the air like that. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? You gotta do him the courtesy, right? Um, um, we
I
got
mean,
UFC also. Go ahead.
It was like the Lucas Body on H2O. It was similar tactics.
Exactly. That's a perfect analogy, bro, because that's another one. I haven't seen Lucas Body do anything. And I'm not saying that you're going to do that every single time, obviously, but I mean,
He
you
did
know,
drop the guy last fight. He did drop the guy.
okay.
But he waits on that. He relies on that, and that's what's gonna get him in trouble against the elite fighter.
Yeah, I don't see him. I don't see Lucas Body getting past Kid Austin. How do you see that fight?
It depends on who hits who first. I don't think Kid Austin has a good chin. Um, I think Body may have a better chin than Kid Austin, but I think Kid Austin has a higher work rate than Body. So it depends
Okay.
on who hits who first. I think really good. That's gonna determine the fight. Because I think if Body catches Kid Austin, he's gonna drop him.
Interesting. Okay, so is it fair to say that you see it like a 50-50 or maybe 55-45 or something like
Yeah,
that?
it's a close fight.
Okay. And okay.
It just
Yeah.
depends on, like I said, whoever hits who first. Because Body, he's not gonna throw a lot. Kid also is gonna win the rounds, but if Body catches him, he gonna fall.
Do you see that happening? Do you see Lucas? I mean, anybody can be caught, obviously, but
Hmm.
do you think which scenario is most likely to you?
I would say, mm, I haven't seen too much out of Kid Austin. Obviously, when you saw like 30 seconds of him. Um,
The Tevin Farmer, yeah.
um, but I think the last time I saw him in a real fight, his defense was terrible. So
Oh, you're talking
um,
about Rene Giron, right? Yeah, it was
yeah.
pretty terrible. Not gonna lie.
So I don't really, yeah. If Body could take his punch, which I think Body has a decent chin, he could take a punch. Um, yeah, he in trouble. I think he really in trouble.
Man, you're making me more interested in the fight. Okay, I like it. I like it. Um,
If Kid Austin wins, he wins on points, in my opinion. If Body wins, he wins by knockout.
so you wouldn't be shocked if body stops him.
Nah,
Man, I love it. I love it. Um, who I already okay, you said Andy, right? Who can out of all of those, right? Who do you think can give Shakur the most problems? Is it Andy?
out of all of the guys at 135,
Yeah.
no. I think Shakur outclasses Andy. Um,
Okay.
I think Andy is like he's like A minus, Shakur's like A plus, and they have the same style and game almost. And I think Andy's defense isn't as good as Shakur's defense.
Okay.
He tends to leave his chin up. He tends to get cocky, kind of like Morel, um, and
Yeah.
that leaves him open. We've seen him get cracked a couple times. He recovered well, but um, once you get in there with a master class like Shakur, he's gonna hit you to the body. You're gonna want to play that outside. You're not gonna rush him because Shakur has cracked, contrary to belief. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna go well for him. That's not a good fight for him.
Hmm. Okay.
He could outclass anybody else. I think almost. Him and Mason are the two that I think
Yeah.
like. Sorry, Shakur and Mason are the two that I think beats Andy. I don't think anybody else beats him.
I think Mason would massacre Kid Austin
Yeah, that's
personally.
food. Yeah, that's food. Yeah, he has
Yeah.
no chance.
It's a horrible matchup. It's bigger, longer, and better, and
Mm,
probably got more power, low key.
By body shot.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. More than anything. Um, do you see Abdullah beating Sam Noakes?
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
that's gonna be a
Um,
stoppage.
I think so too. I don't see that going the distance either. Abdullah don't get paid by the hour, so he going.
It's gonna be like a 6, maybe 7th round stoppage.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's a little earlier, but yeah, I'm with you. Maybe 6, 7, maybe 8 or something like that. Just because he's his first, this will be his first 12 rounder, right?
Um, I mean, I think he had was that 10 rounder. I feel like he's scheduled for maybe it was a 10 rounder. I thought he was scheduled for a 12 rounder. It just didn't go that far. Um,
Okay, okay. Um, I mean that's fine. There's everybody had a first 12 rounder sometime, so I'm not
mhm.
looking too much into that. So
Let me
that
see.
kid is that's
Nah,
another
this is first 12 scheduled.
okay. Because he got a good team around him. You can tell he got good people around him. They're taking care of him. They're not just with him because what they can get out of him, which is
It's
like money.
family. That's
And
why. It's all family.
exactly, father and brothers and um, good family too. Good family,
Mhm.
not like Tio Senior, not like Mama Hofield. Like good family, like real family. You know,
Yeah.
um, yeah, the sky's the limit for that kid, bro. Like the sky's the limit for him and for the two Cubans, Joanne Lee and Iglesias. I have them right up there as well. Um, yeah, I'm very high on those dudes. And I'm starting to think like Chawa. I'm starting to think Joanne Lee's a little better than Iglesias. Um, but I'm not so sure about that, to be honest with you. So who, just to ask you again, who would you put Hamza Shiraz in with since Canelo it's probably not happening?
Um, Resendez, I would take that fight, like you said. Charlo, if Charlo wants that smoke. That'll be a huge fight for him. Uh,
Oh, yeah.
to really establish himself. If he wins that fight, he's the guy at 168 because Canelo is knocked off. Um,
Right, because think about it. If you beat Caleb Plant, well, people are going to say, well, he's on the downhill anyway,
yeah, you can't win
you
with
know?
that. That's not gonna help you. Yeah, you got to
Exactly.
beat the guy who beat him, if anything.
Exactly. And if you can't get Resendez because it's over at the BA, I mean,
What's the
you
other
got,
one? And Billy?
yeah, but he got Lester Martinez problems.
I mean, yeah, because
That
they ordered the rematch or something like that. I heard.
I think so. Yeah, they're already like negotiating. I mean, they better because everybody wants to see that again, you know. But to be honest with you, I think he cleans both of them. I don't think those guys are fundamentally sound.
Mm.
Hamza Shiraz, not for nothing, he's pretty fundamentally sound. He is. I think he cleans both of them. The real tough one to me is Maul, bro. Maul is dangerous as holy hell. I would think twice before fighting Maul Charlo because Maul can crack, and Adames cracked you and you didn't like it. So imagine if Maul cracks you, bro. Like, I mean, yeah, no, that's Maul is. I mean, you gotta go for it, right? Man,
Let me see.
and
Oh,
they're right there. They're like 4-5 or 3-4 or something like that. I just checked the rankings of over
yeah,
at the
WBA.
yep. Um,
He could fight Pacheco, but Pacheco not taking that fight.
nah, Pacheco got a date already, and Pacheco, yeah, Pacheco's probably yeah, but I'm not worried about Pacheco. I'm not high on him, honestly. I think he's a jab first type of fighter who, I mean, yeah, it's smart and everything, but I don't think he can crack. And I think his chin is super suspect. I think Steven so-called Nelson kind of exposed him, you know, and everybody forgot about that because of the Trevor McCombie fight, but I didn't. Um, and yeah, Pacheco's another accident waiting to happen. He's another Fundora or another Navarrete type thing, like.
Hey, don't do Fedora like that. Fedora got bodies.
Oh,
That's
he
a
does.
champion right there. It's a unified champion. Put some respect.
He got Lubin, he got Tim Sue, he got Cordell Booker. I mean, I don't know, man. Something wrong with that picture, but yeah, Fundora ain't my cup of tea. But listen, yeah, I gotta give him. I do like him. I do like his sister. I do like his father. You know, the personalities and everything. The whole thing. But just in the ring, I don't know why in God's name would you fight like that? He fights like he's the smaller man.
Yeah, man.
Man, like
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. He wouldn't be what he is if he didn't.
Okay, I feel you.
Because then people would have they would think that there's less of a chance to even try to beat him. You know what I mean? If he sat there and really boxed, nobody's taking that fight.
That's true. Yeah, because how are you gonna get to that chin with that jab and everything? Like, nah, it's way up there. Nah, no way.
I mean, yeah, give him some respect, man. He beat Sergio Garcia, undefeated Sergio Garcia at the time.
But don't you think he goes into wars that shouldn't be wars?
It doesn't matter. He wins.
That's true. I mean, okay,
That-
okay.
That's between him and his neurologist in the future.
Exactly. Man, you see him beating Thurman, I presume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad match.
I don't believe in Keith Thurman.
Especially this one, right?
Yeah, I never really believed in him. I never thought he was super special. I
Man,
still think he lost to Sean Porter, but that's me.
What about Danny Garcia?
He beat Danny Garcia.
Okay. Yeah,
but I can see how it could go the other way, though.
Yeah, I mean, if Thurman can use his feet and because Fundora, not for nothing, he ain't got the quickest feet, obviously. So that's what I would say Thurman needs to, separate himself to actually try to win the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know that he can keep that up for 12 rounds. I don't think so. So and Fundora ain't no damn Brock Jarvis, that's for damn sure. So
Nope.
yeah, I don't think Thurman can take too many shots either, to be honest with you. Once he feels a couple of those Fundora shots, I think he will wilt. And I hope
he's gonna get more than a couple. He's gonna get a flurry of them.
Yeah, Fundora's like a machine. When he gets in his groove, bro, oh man, forget about it.
Yeah, he doesn't stop throwing. That's why he beats people.
Yeah, he overwhelms them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Lubin. Yeah,
Tim Tszyu was done.
You think Tim Tszyu is done? I mean, it's hard to argue with that, to be honest.
Oh no, I'm saying in that fight he was done. Like he had enough.
Oh yeah. He quit on the stool, man. Like,
mm-hmm.
man, that was bad, bro. Well, he was getting fucked up, so I don't necessarily blame him for that, but I was super disappointed, man. I was like, are you gonna do something, man? Like, even when he hit him, you can tell, like, he just threw a punch. Like, yeah, he didn't see it on it. He didn't. It was almost like he threw the shot just to get him off of him, instead of like hurt him.
It's funny though. I think we missed that in the first fight too, because everybody was like, "Oh, it was the cut. It was the cut. It was the cut." But before the cut, Tim Tszyu was hitting Fundora flush, but they weren't really hurting him. It messed up his nose, right, or whatever it was, but that was really it. Like, Fundora didn't stop moving forward.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're spot on, bro. I gotta watch that one again as well. What's the other one that I told? Oh, Shakur and Zepeda. But that one I gotta watch again because I think you're right. I'm trying to
that one was pretty much a wash. Like Zepeda had 1.5 really good rounds, and that was really it. Everything else was just him throwing at Shakur's arms and trying to hit him in the body.
Yeah, Shakur was chilling. It's just that the optics, from a casual perspective, will see Zepeda being active and shit, and they will,
But even that, you still see Zepeda's head snapping the fuck back every time Shakur.
Oh yeah.
and there was times in that fight where Shakur walked Zepeda back.
Yes. Yeah, when he got sick of being in the corner and making this guy miss, it was like, okay, my turn.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, look at the scorecards, bro. I mean, with all of that being said,
yeah, it was
you
damn.
talking
It
about
was
118, 110, 118, 110, 119, 109. Like that's a wash, bro.
it was a wash. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Um, Because Cepeda, not for nothing, bro. Cepeda, I thought he was 1-on-1 with Tevin Farmer. To be honest with you, I thought Tevin Farmer got him on the first fight.
Hmm.
But of course, you're gonna give it to the young one instead of the old dog. Same old, same old. In boxing, the guy that has more future, more this, more that. But the reality of the situation, in my opinion, Tevin Farmer won the first one. The second one, I can see it going to Cepeda, but whatever. That's water under the bridge now because Farmer got cooked by Kid Austin. So I feel bad for Tevin Farmer, bro. Tevin Farmer is one of those that has several losses, but I still rock with him. Yeah, I like me some Tevin Farmer. I still remember the Joan O'Carroll fight, and I still feel bad that he missed out on the Tank fight. To be honest with you,
Yo, you know what I just realized? We don't give Shakur enough credit. He got some low key wins at 130.
Valdez, Herring,
Conceição,
yeah, that's another
a
one.
one loss to Conceição. It's not like that's before he really, what I mean, was getting beat, and he came back and got a championship afterwards. Like, I mean, it was a Mickey championship, but
Yeah, you're talking about the Oshaki Foster fight.
hmm hmm
Yeah, that's me to say the least. But
but
that's not his fault though. So yeah.
yeah, that's kind of crazy.
And I actually forgot about that fight. I was thinking more about Valdez and Jamel Herring. But yeah,
Mhm.
that's another good win for sure. Um,
And then at 126, he obviously beat Joet.
yeah,
And all his championships except this 135 one, he won off of somebody. So
yeah, no email bullshit. No, nah. Um, I mean, I guess you're right, bro. Because when you get a boxer like that he's so good that he doesn't need to take risks or necessary risks to win
mhm.
fights. For some reason, people don't appreciate that, and yeah, I'm gonna give him more credit. Like, I'm not a hater. I'm not a fan
Bro,
either. I don't mind him.
here's this stat. I'm gonna give you this stat. In his last 15 fights, only one of his fighters have had over two losses when he fought them.
His last. Let me write that
In his
down.
last 15.
Last 15
2,
fights.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Was that
13,
Yoshino?
14, 15. Nope. Yoshino was undefeated, I believe, when he fought him.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check. Yeah, Yoshino was undefeated. Yeah.
Only one fighter had more than 2 losses. Holy shit.
Like,
Let me see if I can guess who that is.
probably
That's
not.
that's not Conceição. That's not Herring. That's not De Los
It was
Santos.
at 126,
Uh,
so it was early.
nah, I'm probably not gonna guess.
Yeah. Alberto Guevara.
Okay. Okay. Um, and last 15 fights, only one dude had 2 or more losses. Everybody else was either undefeated or only 1 loss.
No, had over two losses. Everybody else had two or less.
Oh, okay. It's still, bro, still pretty damn impressive, man.
Oh,
Like,
and there's only one. Herring had two. Uh, oh, the Indian dude. That dude was food. Clary had two, and
Alberto
Simeon had two.
Guevara. There it is. Wow. There it is. Holy shit, bro. Yep.
And in his whole career, he only had a few fights. I mean, I'm not counting. I mean, if we want to count the early ones, a few of them had three losses. They're like 4-3 and 6-3. But like, he didn't really fight too much trash boxes, at least record wise, we say.
Well, I'll say this: there's not even one fighter with an upside down record, which is
Oh
very
yeah.
rare.
Oh yeah.
Usually, at least for the first let's say 10 fights, you'll see 3, 4, maybe 5 fighters with an upside down record. You know,
But it makes sense. He's an Olympic silver medalist. He's like,
yeah, he don't need that much.
yeah,
Um,
he's a 5-star recruit. Prospect and stuff.
absolutely. Yeah, ain't no need for, like, for example, the guy that Joanly Feliciano just fought. Like, what for? Like, that guy had like double digit losses. Like, you're supposed to be fighting guys with at least winning records by now.
Then I
You
look
know,
at Keith Thurman, and yeah, let's not talk about that.
oh, I got a feeling we're gonna find some shit.
He got a 26-36 on his record. 9-6-22. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, for God's sakes. That's what you call a tomato. Holy shit. 6-22. Look at 5-13. 26-36. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 fighters with an upside down record, at least. And there's more. There's 8 and 9. Oh, come on. 19-14. Get the hell out of here. Like 6, 7 fighters
Wait,
like that.
there was
What are we
another one
doing?
up. There's another one even up a little further. Where is he? Oh yeah, 40-9. I mean, Julia Diaz. I mean, clearly
Nah,
he's picking like he's picking his poison. Let's just say that.
for sure.
Like I don't. Danny Garcia was his really best opponent, like at the time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, okay, it's between him and Sean Porter, obviously. But
Hmm.
yeah, okay, I'll give you that one. I think Danny's a little, even though Sean beat Danny, but
Yeah,
I'll give that to you. I think Danny was a
John
little
beat Danny afterwards though.
right, because Danny was coming off of the Lucas Matisse win, which was at the time that his marquee. Well, okay, maybe you can say it's Amir Khan or Eric Morales, but low key, I think Lucas Matisse is probably Danny Garcia's marquee win because Lucas Matisse, if you don't remember, bro, he was murking people, bro. Like
Yeah,
he
I
was a
remember.
scary puncher. Not the most skilled, but if he hits you, bro, he'll put you to sleep. And Lamont Peterson and Mike Dallas Jr. will tell you that.
Peterson is a good one. Yeah.
Yep. Um, and speaking of Lamont Peterson, not for nothing, he gave Danny Garcia fits when they fought. You know,
Hmm.
so
I mean, Zab Judah's a good win, but he was kind of at the end.
yeah. I wouldn't. That Sabjuda I wouldn't put over even an Amir Khan or Lucas Matisse. I'll put him over Eric Morales because Eric Morales was over as well. You know, he was over the hill too. But Amir Khan and Lucas Matisse not so much. Like Sab Judas had much better win for Miguel Cotto, for
Mhm.
Floyd Mayweather, stuff like that. Um, but no, that Sab Judah was pretty much, yeah. The buildup was awesome, with Danny's father against Sab Judah and all of that, But yeah, that wasn't the Sab, that we all know and love. Um, man. I don't know, man. With all my heart, I'm hoping Keith Thurman does the job, But nah. You see what I'm talking about? Like Joenly Feliciano just fought, on Sunday, and the dude was 24-40. What are we doing here, Joenly? What are
Oh
we
shit!
doing?
You know what?
Like
I'm not even gonna look at Tank's record no more. Oh my god.
Tank? Give me a
Oh my
second.
god. He got some good ones, but he got some
Stinkers.
whoa there, buddy. He got some
Give
good
me.
ones for the recent times.
I'll give Tank, Pedraza, Leo Santa Cruz, and Frank Martin. If nothing else, I'll give you those three.
Uh,
I know there's more.
I don't know
Ryan
about Frank Martin.
Garcia. I forgot about Ryan Garcia. Can you believe
I ain't
that?
giving him Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia was ass anyway. Him and Frank Martin, they unproven. I'll give him. I'll give him Rolly.
Oh, that's
Um,
another one, Rolly. Yeah, that's true. Oh, and Barrios. I forgot about Barrios. Come on. was undefeated at the time. I don't like
But
Barrios at
Barrios
all,
isn't
but
really. I still don't think he's great.
me neither, to be honest with you.
He's like a
Um,
B-level fighter.
he had only one hand against Pitbull Cruz, so obviously
He beat Ugas, which is a good win, but other than that,
Barrios is weird, man. Because yeah, he'll put up a great performance, and then he's super inconsistent. He's like,
yeah,
yeah, he's kind of like a Tio in that regard. You know,
yeah.
he'll give you a Josh Taylor type performance, and he'll give you a Sandor or a Claggett type performance. You
Because
know,
even the Abel Ramos fight, he should have freaking dragged dude, like, and he ended up just
exactly.
stop fighting.
That's the fight when I really was like, hold on a second here. There's something going on. Like no way you're looking like the second coming of
That's
just
a tune-up, like.
right. And he was to be honest with you, you watched the first 2-3 rounds of that fight, and he was eating boy alive.
Mhm.
And then he and Roy was commenting. And listen, Roy has forgotten more boxing than I'll ever know, obviously. But he was saying like he's taking his time, and I'm like, listen, I don't want to say this, but I disagree with you, bro. He's letting the boy into the fight. That's what he's really doing.
Yeah. Then he got sat on his pockets.
He ended up with a freaking draw, bro. Like, are you kidding me,
He
man?
ended up getting dropped too.
It's unacceptable, bro. Unacceptable. Um, but it is what it is. I mean, listen, that's another accident waiting to happen, bro. Like, if Karen Chukassian fight Mario Barrios, he getting stopped. That's all I gotta say. Um, and I'll tell you this: Rolly will stop Barrios too. No doubt in my mind. What would you say? Do you think Rolly or do you think Barrios can pull it off?
I don't know if he stops Barrios.
Interesting.
I think it'd be a close fight. I don't know if he stops him though.
Well, I don't even know why I said Rolly, because I think Ryan is in talks with Barrios. How do you see that one?
Mm, I think it depends on if Barrios actually boxes him. I think Barrios could beat him.
Do you see it as maybe 50-50, or do you have
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Because it just depends on who shows up at that night. If Ryan's roided out, then yeah, he's gonna win. But
if he's Austrianed, yeah, he's probably gonna make it rain out there. But
yeah, Barrios. I think skill wise, Barrios has more skill than Ryan, but he got to use it.
I don't think Barrios has really been the same after Tank, bro. I think Tank broke him. To be honest, he took a massive punishment in that fight, man.
But he was beating Tank too.
He did have his moments for sure, because he's way bigger
He
and
was winning the
everything.
fight.
Yeah,
He just got cracked.
kind of like the Martin fight,
Almost like that. Martin was a little closer. It's more like the Rolly fight.
Okay, yeah, I
I
see
felt
that.
like
Yeah.
I felt like Rolly was winning those rounds more personally, and then just got beat up.
No, I agree. I agree. Even with when he was with Bullet, he was doing the job on Tank. Yeah. Um. Yeah, but once the Tank got you, bro, and he's reading those patterns and timing you, forget it. And that's what happened. But I do like Rolly's progression, man. I do like what Salas is doing with him, and hopefully he can do the same with Morel, because the word is Morel is going to get either with Salas or Abel Sanchez. So those are two pretty good choices, but he got to get his shit together, man. Because if you don't listen to the corner, you can have a freaking Floyd Mayweather Sr. and Eddie Fudge in your corner. If you ain't listening, ain't nothing happening. They can tell you exactly what you need. They can't do it for you. So I don't know, man. Morel's pissing me off. He fighting Callum Smith, bro. That's no joke, man. That's no joke. That's a big dude with a mean left hook that only lost to Canelo and Beterbiev, bro. So I don't know, man. I don't know how good that fight is, because if Kataev can put you on your ass, Callum Smith can do that too. So I don't know. How do you see that one,
Callum Smith and
Morrell?
I think Callum could pull it off. I think he has the because Morrell is pure athleticism,
Yeah,
and I think Callum has enough athleticism and craftiness to deal with it. So I don't know. I think that's a pick 'em fight. You gotta go with whoever you feel more comfortable with.
for sure. It is a pick and fight. I agree. Do you see a stoppage in that fight?
Nah.
Okay,
If there is a stoppage, then Morrell might get the stoppage, but I don't think there's a stoppage in that fight.
gotcha. Um, I wouldn't be shocked if there's a stoppage, but I'll be kind of surprised too. I'm thinking maybe like a complicated fight with a bunch of swing rounds, and we'll see what happens when the
Morrell
judges.
struggled in his when he moved up. Like even his first fight, it was semi impressive. Like
The hot rod fight, yeah,
yeah, it was semi impressive. Like he finished strong, but he looked like he was struggling in the beginning there.
for sure. Loki, he has struggled in his last 3 fights because he struggled with Kataev. Everybody knew he was going to struggle with Benavides, obviously, and Hot Rod too. So he needs to make a statement, man. And I don't know if he can do that with Callum Smith. I think he can, but
And he hasn't stopped anybody since moving up. So it's like
exactly
that we talk about power not transferring.
true. People emphasize that with Benavides, but Morel is, going down that same road. So.
Mhm.
Uh, Man, and it sucks because I was his biggest fan, bro. I was singing his praises, but nah, I gotta pump the brakes for sure.
I think he stops Yard though. I think Benavidez is gonna stop Yard.
I think so too. Some people are telling me that Yard's gonna make it tough, that he's gonna put Benavides on the back foot, and I'm like, seriously? Like I don't see it, man. Like
I mean, he might make Benavidez move back a little bit, but I don't think that helps him. I think he's just gonna open himself up to get hit.
right, like Yard makes a ton of mistakes, and he hasn't. You want to talk about a Mickey? I love how people say that Bud Crawford and Boots Ennis and Janibek are me, and it's true when it comes to Janibek that they have Mickey resumes. But what about freaking?
Oh my god! I just looked at it. Oh my god! 4-48.
What are you
And that's
looking at?
oh my! That's not even in the beginning of your career. What are we doing?
Who are you? Who are you? Are you looking at David Morrell or?
Yard
Oh yeah, you see what I
for
mean?
the man that was 4-48 in 2020. That wasn't that long ago.
Oh wow, that probably. I think I know who that is. Give
That
me
is
one
so
second.
bad. What are we doing?
Four.
Why are you fighting 6 rounders?
Oh my god, bro. 4-48.
I mean, I guess you got to make him come back after getting knocked out. But I mean, because that's after he fought Kovalev. But
Right. Nah, that's inexcusable, bro.
that's bad.
Only comparable one to that one is his first pro fight, 5-38.
Oh my god. It's that English stuff, bro. Nah, bro. He fought a man that was 0-11.
Oh yeah,
Yo, I mean, I understand building a fighter, but I mean, these first fights 5-38, 3-10, 2-15,
that's whack, bro.
0-11. My goodness. 5-5, and then 5-13, then 1-3. Like, how in you're that deep in your career fighting a 6 rounder against somebody who only has 4 fights?
Yeah, Anthony Yarde's resume, bro, is one of the most
Oh
controversial
my
that you'll
goodness,
ever
it's
see.
so bad. 11-21 after that.
But not
This
only
is bad.
that, bro, like how do you not how in God's name okay, you got a fight against Kovalev and a fight against Beterbiev. But how do you not have a fight against Joshua Buatsi, Joe Smith Jr., Callum Smith? You know, those are pretty good names, bro. Like you ain't fought none of them? Not even one of them?
Man, he
Something wrong
look.
with that picture.
They know better.
Yeah, yeah, they
Whoever
don't
the
really
team.
believe in their boy. That's the
Yeah,
truth.
23-15 recently. Oh my god. Yeah, he's getting knocked the fuck out.
He is. Oh yeah, I forgot 23-15, and that was his 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth last fight. Nah, bro. That was after Beterbiev. Nah, what the hell, bro?
He got a pattern here. He gets knocked out and he fights trash boxes to get his confidence back.
Yeah, he goes from an A+ fighter to a like a Z level fighter.
He might as well
You know?
fight me.
Yeah, and then me. You know, like who does that, bro? Like seriously, can you imagine like who just lost? Can you imagine like Gary Antoine Russell after fighting Puello, then fighting some tomato can? Or Pitbull Cruz after he lost to Rayo Valenzuela, fighting some bozo over there. Like, come on, man. Like, nah. There's something wrong with that picture. That's why I'm never high on Anthony Yarde because he hasn't really. His best win is Lyndon Arthur, bro. What are we? And listen, no disrespect to Lyndon Arthur, but your best win should be either a Joshua
Oh
Buatsi
my
or
god.
someone like that, man. Like seriously.
Oh, why did I look at this, bro? Why did I look at this? Oh my god. I don't know what triggered me to look at this, but I looked at it. So, Usman Lima. Oh my god. Bro.
let's have some fun. Let's see. Wisma Lima. Give me a second. Fox Rec. Okay, let's see what we got. Log in. Yeah, I'll log in, sure. Where is it? Wisma Lima. There we go. Okay, what do we got? 19, 9 and 11 and 61, bro. What the fuck? That's gotta be a record, bro. What?
Hey, you ain't see the worst one yet. You ain't see the worst one yet. There's worse.
No. Oh my God. 8 and 63. Nah, bro. Somebody called the Guinness World Book of Records, man, because.
Yo, and he won on points. He didn't even knock him out.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it says one on. No, man. Nah, there's no excuse because you've been there for a while, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the 8th pro fight. No way, man.
Mind you, he was just 14-1. So that was half his career, over half his career.
Oh, for God's sakes, man. This is. Nah, this is. Nah.
Bro. And then his first real good fighter he fights, he loses. Then he fights a bunch of no names. Then he wins the championship against this Indian dude. Let's just say that.
Cervante, yeah. Oh no, Subdeep Singh. Yeah, I can't pronounce those names, but yeah.
Sukhdeep Singh Bhatti.
Yeah. What you said, yeah.
He's a bunch of dog shit. Look at it. Oh my god.
Yeah, let me look at like Subdeep's.
He got a better record low key than the other dude. I mean, at least it's still some bad, but he got better than Usman.
I don't see anybody with 63 losses.
That's what I'm saying. It's bad, but it ain't as bad as.
No, I don't think.
But again, I hate to tell you, I hate to say it, but we don't have Indian A-level elite Indian fighters in boxing. That just doesn't
No,
happen. So
no, that's the truth. I mean, what do you want me? What are we gonna say? This ain't cricket.
yeah,
You know, the only worst that I can think of is Ricky Hatton, and God bless him, but he fought a dude that was 17 and 72, brother. That's the only like.
I seen somebody with a bad one on their record. It was like 3-100 and something.
Oh,
I
for
forgot.
God's sakes.
I forgot. Yeah, it was bad. It was
Was,
bad.
was that Charlie Selenoff or something like
I
that?
forget what his name was, but it was bad.
I mean, but at least Ricky became somebody at the end of the day. But
Yeah, and even he wasn't that great as a boxer.
nah, not at all.
But like this, yeah, this. I mean, Lima. It's like, how do I gauge Boots off of this?
Right. Exactly. T
This
Heel, how you doing? Thomas Hill, what's up, brother? Welcome.
I
Go ahead.
knew
I'm
Boots
sorry.
was going. Yeah, I knew Boots was gonna knock them the fuck out. Like I knew he was gonna get beat from pillar to post. But like, and I only knew that. I didn't even look at his boxing rec. This is my first time looking at his boxing rec. I just looked at his last. I looked at the Soup Duke Scene fight, and I looked at the McKenna fight. I rewatched the McKenna fight, and I was
Okay.
like, yeah, nah, this dude don't got it. But looking at this boxing rec, oh my.
The icing on the cake, huh? Adding insult to injury.
Yeah,
Literally.
this is how you pad a record.
I mean, that's why the UK and obviously Wisma Lima is not UK, but
He's
that's why they
English. I mean, he's European, so yeah.
exactly. I mean, they kind of fall in the same, reputation. And I see why they get the reputation that they get, bro. Because not for nothing. I mean, it's one thing if you're fighting a dude that's 6-12. It is an upside down record, but 8-63. Like I
Um,
just can't get there, bro. I can't get there.
we gotta do better with the ranking system. 'Cause he should not be ranked.
Exactly. Exactly. Like do some Mickey shit, bro. Erase some of those law. I don't know, put 20 and 18. I don't know, do something. But nah, man, too
Like,
bro.
yo, bro, he was ranked 6 in the IBF. How?
I'm still trying to figure that out. Oh my god, bro.
And that's right now. So, and IBF doesn't even have a 1 or a 2.
Oh yeah, they do that. Yeah.
So it's just like you telling me this dude's better than Brandon Adams?
No way. They have him above Brenda. Nah, bro.
Yes,
They're
and
smoking
Giovanni
crack.
Santillan.
Nah, they're smoking crack. No way. No way, bro. Like Brandon Adams just beat Serhii Boachuk. Who are we kidding here? Come on, man. What the? I mean, I'll say they probably haven't up. Well, okay. The IBF probably haven't haven't updated it because they got Jaron Butsenis right above him.
Yeah.
So no way that's like the updated
And this
version.
happened recently because before Usman Lima wasn't on any of these rankings except I think it was the WBA. I want to say he was 10th. He was only 10th on one of these.
Yeah. It's no the BC.
BC, okay. But I'm saying before he wasn't on all of
Oh,
these
okay.
rankings until maybe a few weeks ago when they announced that fight. He wasn't on. He was only on one of these. I can't remember which one.
Interesting. They pulled like a Steve Claggett type shit.
Yeah, because
Oh
he's still
man,
not on the WBO, but he wasn't on 3 of these, and he damn sure wasn't no 6 rank.
come on, man. That's insulting. The only thing that I can come up with is that they haven't updated yet, because there's no way in hell that you're gonna put Wisma Lima over Brandon Adams. No way, man. Even like you said, Santillán.
But
No way.
Brandon Adams' fight was how long ago? That was
Say that
like
again.
Brandon Adams. He fought what 3 weeks ago.
Right.
So yeah, this is the most recent, as far as at least the last week or so, right?
Come on, man. Nah, man. It's like the BA putting Beck the Bully #2 over Maul and Hamza Shiraz and Caleb Plant and Or Beck the Bully, his nickname is I just got knocked out by Gage Rosado. That's his nickname.
That's tough.
So come on, man.
These sanctioning bodies are very weird.
That's what I'm saying. Like people get on Turkey, but he's basically the result of all this BS with all these promoters and just basically doing whatever they want, because this is the sport that doesn't have like a commissioner or anything like that, that can just clean up the mess, so to speak.
So hear me out now. So since Boots was number 5 and beat number 6, he has to be next in line because there's no 1 and 2, right? And Josh Kelly and Callum Walsh are 3 and 4. He has to be next in line for background. I mean, he has like that's just that's crazy to me though.
For sure, he should be next for Bakram, and not only that, you know what? I'm beginning to think that it is updated because, well, at least the BA has some interim already, so they obviously
Exactly.
updated it.
Yeah.
So, um,
So this is after the loss. It's crazy.
it
And the
is
BA
crazy.
still has him at 8. Crazy.
Oh shit, that's right. The BA has some 8 over. I mean, I don't know any of these
Yeah, those
gentlemen's
guys
names.
aren't very.
So
Let's see.
yeah,
This
Madrimov.
man name is El Terrible. I'm asleep. Um,
The real question is, if you're Boots, who are you going for, right? The obvious choice to me is Virgil Ortiz, right?
nah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, Oscar's not signing up for that. He knows better than that,
They're gonna say
The
we
o-
gotta build it. They're gonna keep trying to say we gotta build it.
yeah, and Oscar, not for nothing, he knows this game. He was a hell of a fighter. He knows Virgil can hold a candle to Boots Ennis, so he's gonna try to ride this wave the most he can, and nah, it has to be like Turkey putting up so much money, whereas you cannot say no to this in order for the fight to happen. That's what it's going to take for the fight to happen, honestly. In my opinion, because I don't even see a way that Virgil can beat Boots Ennis. To be honest with you, I don't see one way. Like Bakram, at least Bakram got a left hook. But what does Virgil have really? Aside from taking punches on his chin, and he's got tenacity. Let me give him some dash here. He's got tenacity. He's got conditioning. He's got some like head movement. He definitely no Tim Tszyu or Fundora where the head is right up there, to be hit. But it
Virgil
kind of
gets
is.
hit.
Kind of
I
is.
ain't
Yeah, it
going.
kind of is. I think I'm wrong.
Madrimov was beating the shit out of his
He,
face.
for sure, if Madrimov wasn't sick, bro, he probably beats the shit out of him.
I still think
Altogether.
Madrimov won the fight. So
Loki, I think so too, man.
like Virgil's last two fights, I think he lost.
Oh, he definitely lost against Boachuk. Don't get me started on that one. It was a hell of a fight, and he gave me a memorable fight already. So for that alone, I got to respect him. But I think you got gifted a decision, brother, to be honest with you. And I remember Manny Robles was racing holy hell after that fight, bro. But obviously, Boachuk just lost to Brandon Adams, so who knows where he comes from here, Do you think Lubin can beat Virgil? Do you give him a chance or no?
Yeah, I think he can.
He's got to be smart though. Lubin gets overzealous a lot, for my liking. Um, I I'm rooting for Lubin. Don't get me wrong, but I think Virgil's a little better, you know. Um, but I hope I'm wrong, man. I'm definitely rooting for Lubin for sure. I want him to upset the apple cart. Um, do you see a stoppage in that one?
Um, yeah, yeah, I can see somebody against that.
Okay. It's gonna be a war. I mean, somebody was saying the other day. I don't remember if it was in Doctor or somewhere else. They were saying like Virgil gets into a war in every single fight, basically, because he doesn't have the skills to do otherwise. So I mean, how many punches can you take? It's like Munguia. You can take him until you can't take him no more. You know, so uh, Virgil, low key, I see as another accident waiting to happen. You just can't do that all the time. The same for Navarrete. The same. There's a few dudes like that. They're exciting. Fans are gonna come to see because they're a very, quote unquote fan friendly style. Pitbull is another one. Like, but at the same time, bro, you're taking unnecessary punishment, in my opinion. There's no way that you can tell me that Navarrete, if you're fighting okay, if you're fighting Valdez, that might turn into a war. I get it, and Charlie Suarez, but Liam Wilson, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You can only have so many wars before your body can take it no more. So, um, I'm gonna go on a limb here, and I'm gonna say Lubin stops him in the upset of the year in in round 9. Um, yeah, I'll go. I'll put my head in the wood chipper for that one. Um, what do you think about Abbas Barao versus Sander Sayas? What do you think about that one? Give me some sauce here.
Um, Xander might be in trouble. I don't think that's a good matchup for Xander.
He might.
I don't
I
think
agree.
Xander has the firepower to keep Abbas away, and I don't think he has the foot movement to really rotate him either. So this is gonna be interesting. It might look very similar to what we saw.
With Tejas?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I can see that happening. I think Xander is a little smarter than Tejas, but yeah, I see what you mean. Um, what do you think about Crawford should do? Do you think he should go to 160 or
Retire.
yeah? Like, why keep fighting?
It's
I feel
nothing
the same.
else. Everything else is less at this point. And he's not gonna have enough time to really do anything special.
What if a male fight is on the table?
Jermel Charlo?
Yeah, they got some history and stuff.
Yeah, but Jermel Charlo not taking that fight, bro. We already know this.
Yeah,
He would never take that, especially not after what Bud did to Cinnamon. Are you crazy? He wasn't doing.
that's
He wasn't doing it after what he did to Spence, so he damn sure not doing it after what he did to Cinnamon.
that's spot on right there. Yep, that's
Ain't no way in hell.
man. I guess I was coming at it from like a business standpoint because I'm an advocate of that. But if he doesn't, because I'm with you, I think he should retire, and I feel the same way about Usyk. But if he ain't retiring, right, because it's too much money or whatever the case may be, I think he should be undisputed at 160. I think it's right there for the taking, especially since Janibek and Lara are unifying. You know, um, but
But
the
he still
biggest
needs
fight.
a piece to that puzzle, right?
Say that again.
If Janet Beck and Lara are unifying, that's what 3 belts,
Exactly,
and he still has to go fight another person.
Adames. Yeah, yeah, but at least it's two champions instead of three.
and that's if he could get that fight. I don't know.
You go and fight Adames, and then go for undisputed with whoever wins and Janovic and Lara. I think that's
You see, do you see Turkey paying for an Adames fight?
a good question. I don't think so. I think he hates Adames. You know what I'm talking about, right? With um, yeah, I don't. Yeah, low key, I don't think so. I mean, Joanny Feliciano just called out Adames, so maybe. I mean, I don't know how that
That
whole
makes it
thing.
even worse.
It does
At least
actually.
Adames is a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but might as well just go on and retire. That's how I look at it. If I'm him, I'm just riding off
Well,
into the
I
sunset.
mean, what about this? What about Turkey? Maybe Turkey sees it as an opportunity to get his get back for Hamza. Like, listen, Bud
Yeah,
Crawford, how much do you want? I need you to beat the shit out of this guy that beat the shit out of my guy.
the
Can you
thing
do that for
is,
me?
from what Bud's team, well, not necessarily his team, but people around him saying they're advising him to not fight unless he get 100 million. So where's that $100 million fight? Nowhere. I mean, Charlo maybe, but Charlo's not taking the fight, in my opinion. So
No, I agree with you. He'd be kind of crazy if he took it. I mean, just on the money alone. I mean, you took the Canelo fight, so I mean, you might as
only
well.
Jermel may take the fight.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the one that he has history with, right? It's Mel, right? Or is it the other one?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Mel. Yeah, I think so. So
actually,
I
so yeah,
mean,
Jabal might take the fight, but I don't even know if
no, I don't want Bud Crawford to fuck with these dudes at 168, man. They're too big, man. I don't think so. I wouldn't do that. Maul is too big, bro. I'm not saying he can't pull it off, but man, I don't know, man. I think 160 is better for him. You know, do you think he can pull it off against Maul or?
it'd be difficult.
For sure, man. Maul's a big guy, man. Like I don't, nah. And he's the better of the two, in my opinion. Anyway, so
Yeah,
um, they're both pretty good, but if I gotta pick one, I go with Maul personally.
yeah.
And speaking of Maul, bro, I still wouldn't mind seeing him against Caleb Plant. I think that's a big fight, man.
Nah,
All in all,
that fight's dead, bro.
that sucks, man. Um, yeah, but it's probably dead. Who am I kidding here? Um,
What do you see Caleb Plant fighting next? That's the question.
oof, man, I would. You know what? That's a great question. Give me a second. Let me, because Loki, I wouldn't mind him fighting Mungia, bro. To
Mm.
be honest with you, or Bruno. Send in Bruno, man. Why not? You know, like I mean, it's a winnable fight. It's a guy that doesn't have too much power. Um, maybe William Skull, but William Skull could be difficult, man. To be honest with you.
You know what's so crazy? Bruno's. Hold on, let me see. He's not even ranked anymore. Oh yeah, only in WBO. Right?
Yeah, but he's way down there, right? Let me see.
Yeah,
13.
that's
And
messed up. Oh, he's 10 in IBF. He's 10 in IBF. Okay.
oh, okay, yeah, I saw that too. I mean, at least, but you got bum ass Mungia number 9 at the BO and
Fourth in IBF.
fourth
Yeah.
over over Hamza.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
kind
yeah,
of
right.
crazy.
It is, bro.
Well,
Like
that's more reason for Hamza to fight him, I guess. And he's there's 2 and 3 in the WBC.
go ahead and to use your expression, bro, pack him up,
Yeah,
please. Low key, if you do that, Hamza, I'm on your team.
bro. They have Mungia over Jamal Charlo, which is, I mean, I guess.
Who, his father or who? Are you kidding me, bro? That's the easiest fight ever for Jamal Charlo.
But the WBC, we know they have that Mexican bias. So
For sure. You got Maleficio Sulay Mafia over at the top. So, yeah, for sure. Don't get me started on that fucking guy. They have him over Osleis Iglesias too. Okay, this is comedy material now. This is Eddie Murphy level comedy right now. Um, so number 2 Hamza, number 3 Mungia, number 4 Lester. I'm not the biggest fan of Lester. Osleis Iglesias, Jermal Charlo, and Diego Pacheco all the way down at number. I'm not the biggest Diego Pacheco fan either, but he should be higher. Let's be honest here. Just on activity alone, you know. But
Where's my boy? Hold on. I could have sworn he was ranked on one of these. Why can't I see his name? Interesting.
American Fighter or
Nah, the one who just fought Lester. Why is he not on here?
wow, Emmanuel Alim still ranked? How about that, bro? What a throwback, man. I love that guy. Emmanuel Alim.
Am I tripping? Do I not see him, Billy?
Oh, that's because isn't he like an interim or something? Give me a second.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
he's
okay.
the WBC interim. Yeah.
I'm like, am I tripping?
Yeah, no way you're gonna have Lester there and not Billy, right? Like, what the heck? Yeah, no, that's
I didn't
because
even realize they still had an intern. Okay.
yeah, he's the interim for the BC and Resendez is for the BA.
Imagine Bud versus him. That'd be a funny fight.
Versus Billy,
That'd be a funny fight.
he'll make him miss all day long, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
he had fun with that one.
for sure. Like, and Billy's tailor made for him, bro. And same thing for Lester.
Yeah.
Like, there's a
Could be a-
couple of like easy matchups at 168. I just don't see the need for that, you know,
It'd be a
at
lot of
all.
uppercuts.
Exactly. Like if you are going to fight again, none of these dudes give you anything. Like, might as well fight Charlo or go for 160. You know. At least Johnny Beck is a name, and Lara got a resume, and Adonis as well. So you know, all three of them give you more than Billy would. And I'm not even trying to disrespect Billy, you know, but that's just the truth.
But yeah, bro, let me go to sleep.
Yeah, me too. Appreciate you, brother.
No doubt.
God bless.
Good night.
Special thank you to my brother Kendrick Daly for pulling up and chopping it up on the chat, always with great stuff. Special thank you to my brother Thomas Hale. Appreciate you coming through, brother. And special thank you to my brother Mike Masick for pulling up. Let me put their messages. Salute Irony right there from my brother Mike Masick. Good work. Appreciate you, sir. And here came Kendrick with the googly eyes. Just kicking back and listening. Thank you very much. We had a great conversation as always. And here's my brother Thomas Hale pulling up as well. What up with you, the Fine Irony One? That's my brothers right there. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. God bless every single one of you. This was my 21st live, and we talked about this thing called boxing. We did the most one-sided fights in boxing history, part 3. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the part 4 tomorrow, or maybe I'll do something else. But it's for sure. It's there. I would say it's a foregone conclusion. I'll be live tomorrow as well. So, again, this was your boy Irony Boxing coming through with my 21st live. I appreciate every single one of you. God bless you all, and we'll see you soon. Peace.